Okay, guys, I see y'all ready. They ready.
Yeah.
They ready. They like hashtag we ready. Okay. All right, let me bring up my YouTube. Give me 1 second. Let me put this on mute. Yes, I love it, honey. Let me put this on mute because I try to have YouTube up as well. Put that on mute. Yes, thank you so much for the likes, guys. I got 15 of you watching now, and I got 11 likes. I love you guys. Thank
Well,
you.
all right. That's a good way to start it off.
Absolutely. Y'all be holding it down,
For
Aaron. Yeah,
sure. Let's
I love y'all,
go.
man. Yeah. So I know, I just have my water. See, every time I should have known better. I knew I should have brought me some wine just in case. Just in case. But I did bring Celeste.
I'm happy about that. I'm ecstatic about that.
Okay, so everyone knows Tyrone. So we have Tyrone here, and we do have Really BTV. Really BTV has never been here with us. Really BTV. Nope, I used
I'm
to.
a virgin.
She is a virgin. I used to watch her. She's one of the channels, and you guys know that I always talk about that there are certain YouTubers, and it's a group of them that I really did enjoy watching on YouTube, and Really BTV was one of them. And she did reach out to me a couple months ago about interviewing. I couldn't. I was like, but I love her, and I definitely still want to be able to connect. So I had to get her on this panel because she be keeping it 100. So
Thank you. Thank you so much. We enjoyed you. You always came and supported the panel and everything. So appreciate it.
absolutely. Thank you. So, okay, so I know we're going to get into it, and we actually have a couple more other guests. Hopefully they get to make it with us tonight. But just to let you, I'm sorry, can you email it? So, Really B, do me a favor. Tell us, because you were reviewing. You never really talked to us. You as one of the bloggers, you outside looking in, and of course Tyrone and I, we were both on the show. Tell us what you thought about our season, because I've never really talked to you like this, so this is a pleasure to be hear what you have to say.
So I'm a little more critical because I live in DC. So some of the things I'm a little more critical on, as far as the I was trying to explain to the people the professions and things like that. But overall as a season, I thought it was a decent season. My biggest problem with the season, which I think they're sort of overcorrecting on this season, was we didn't see a lot of the dates. We saw a lot of the drama because I think there was a lot of drama last season. So, but we didn't see a lot of the dating, so stuff didn't always make sense.
Yeah.
But overall, as a season, it was an entertaining season. I was, there were a couple of couples, whether people, there were some couples that came out of the season. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, I thought it was a decent season.
Yeah. Did it? What you want to say? Something, Tyrone?
No. I'll take it. No, not at all.
Well, we both. Well, I can only speak for myself, but I think I can speak for Tyrone as well. But I know, for me speaking, you're absolutely right. They did not show a lot of dates,
No.
a lot of dates. And I think that if they would have showed those dates, it would have made more sense. But that was a lot of the things that us castmates, like, we kind of complained about, and we even spoke in our interviews just to let everyone know, like, it's not our fault that y'all don't understand our narratives. Like, we gave it.
We've been on dates.
And exactly, and it's hard. It was right. It's hard to see it. I mean, like for Tyrone, for example, like we saw 1 minute, we saw one date, and the next minute he was like, "You my wife," and it was like it had to be something. It had to be something in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, am I wrong? Because
no,
that's how we
it
do
makes
it,
sense.
But it's like, common sense says there has to be more in the middle, but that's all we see.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But I think they're overcorrecting this season because we get an episode and it's like 10 dates in one episode, and you're like, "Dang,
so jealous."
Nice. Right. Because I think we only saw you with Walter and Sean. Yeah, I think that's all we saw you with last season.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Hey,
Jeff.
lady.
Hello.
Hey, Trouble. I mean, Jay.
Y'all be going in on each other all the time. I can't hear you, Jay.
I think I seen Jay every day this week. I think we did a panel every day this week.
Tyrone, don't readjust himself. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry.
Hi.
I'm talking to them. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Mama.
Hey, honey. So everyone, this is Jay that just joined us. Jay is with Another Round. She also has a YouTube channel on YouTube. And if you guys don't know, I'm sure if you catch my lives, you know that Tyrone also has his own YouTube channel, which is Tyrone Wilson 21. So definitely after this live, I want to say in the beginning before we get to going, because usually when we get to going, honey, by the time it's over, it's a wrap, honey. I'm forgetting to say stuff sometimes. I don't want to forget. So I just want to make sure that everyone that's in the chat, everyone that's joining us, to make sure you guys go over and follow their channels as well. Okay, so I just spoke with, or Jay just messaged me, and he said he'll be in about 30 minutes. So Tyrone, how do you feel that you're the only guy right now?
Hey, just a regular old Monday for me.
Mr. Sandwich over here, freaking frat.
Let's go. Let's go. You caught that comment from last night. So yeah, if y'all haven't seen it, Paul just posted his 4-hour. It was definitely for a few hours. His live when we went live last night. Paul didn't share it, but I told him to get it up out the archives. So we done said some stuff on it, and I'm gonna end up ripping it and putting it on my channel too. But yeah, we was the drinks was definitely getting us. Yeah, the drinks was definitely getting us.
I was supporting J-Dubs. What up? I see you. Hey, love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, people are gonna have a lot to say about that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, especially if J-Dubs here. He may not never let that down.
Oh, he ain't gonna let none of it down. You're gonna see all kind of videos from J-Dubs. Go watch it, Jay.
Once again, Tyrone dropped the damn ball once again.
Uh-oh.
Tyrone, you lucky, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You lucky. Just want to let you know.
Trying to hold on to it.
It's really four of us up
for
here
dear life.
Because Celeste is her own person.
I know.
And I think he's happier to be here with Celeste than the rest of us.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna drink. We all know how I feel about Celeste.
Tyrone's palms start sweating. He start doing like
right.
this.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get ready to start. So tonight we are reviewing Ready to Love, Potomac, season 5, episode 6. So we start off with this episode with the men's lounge, actually. And this is Donovan's first time at the men's lounge. And Tommy talks to them and pretty much wants them to know that he's like, what happened? What would happen if a nuclear war would happen? Like, what would happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that had happened and you don't have your first picks no more. So just in case, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got your first picks, but guess what? You might need to go ahead and investigate the situation and go and kind of see what's going on with your second choices. So he does encourage them to go on dates with the women, and he also lets them know that a woman will be eliminated that week. I wish they would have done this with our season. That's all I have to say about that.
What you mean done what with y'all season?
Like, giving us the opportunity to be like, hey, Sabrina, okay, we know that this person is your first choice, but your second choice, we want you to go out on a date because we're going to get into it. But the thing is it's people that actually went out with their second choices and they had amazing dates.
But I feel like didn't they do that? Because they do that every season. I just think nobody on your season did it.
I think they phrased it differently.
They phrased it differently? Okay.
I think they said something about choose someone that you normally wouldn't date or whatever.
Yeah, okay, you're right. They did because I know the other 2 seasons he worded it like that. He said, go out with your second option. I don't know if he ever said backup plan, but your second option, because I don't know if I like the wording backup plan, but second option or second your second choice or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's ego is gonna get in the way once you start hearing that, feeling like you were second.
Right. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was just me because I had picked it my second choice. And my second choice wasn't who had ended up coming or who I ended up had going on a date with.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, wait a minute. I thought we were supposed to, you know what I'm saying? And that never happened to me. Now, I know y'all saw me on a date with Sean, but he was not my second choice.
Got you.
Well, your second choice probably had a whole bunch of choices. So, or people choosing.
Yeah, he had a lot of different choices. But you know what? But I did have a few second choices. I definitely had a few second choices. So
I was just laughing at Tommy trying to say your second choice, see if they meant to last. I was like, ain't that supposed to be your first choice? But
right. Right.
Okay. Is that your second choice meant to last in the background? Okay, I got you.
Right. And then we saw a second choice end up at the bottom the very next day. So that didn't make no sense.
Exactly. So the men, of course, they like, oh, okay, you know, they looking like how they looking, but of course, Tori was like, well, shoot, I don't have no second choice.
You know, this is messy, right? Having them sit right next to each other.
I said the same thing, but it didn't dawn on me until I took this picture, and I was like,
messy as hell.
Look at their faces.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
I was like,
do they make you guys sit next to certain people, or you just come in and you just kind of find a seat?
No, they
tell us there's a chart and everything.
Hilarious. The camera didn't want to.
Oh yeah, then that's messy. The
camera didn't want to pan across. They was like,
let's stay right here and try to catch a facial expression or something.
Yeah. So this is when Tori pretty much said he like, well, I don't really know because I don't even got no second choice. He said I hadn't really thought about it because I had put all my eggs in the basket and the only choice he had was Sabrina. So he was feeling some type of way. So anywho, we're going to move on because the very first date that they do show after the whole, the men's lounge is Carmen and Eric. Now.
So much to say about every single scene.
I know, like these dates, honey.
I didn't even take that many pictures. I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this one picture and I'm gonna leave it up here. I'm gonna take one picture for the other day and I'm gonna take one picture.
You don't need to take. Look, we don't need multiple. We know.
Normally, I take a lot of pictures because I think it's fun and entertaining. You know what I'm saying? To be able to switch through the pictures, but it's a lot going on in this whole episode.
Yeah, like just to see her constantly realize that she's got control over this man, and then just abuse it over and over. I don't want to say abuse it, but she just reaffirms it over and over and over again. It's kind of like you want to help him out. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't help those that don't want to be saved. You can't help those that don't want to be saved. The man don't look like he want to be saved.
Yeah.
He does not.
You know, some people are used to being a sous chef all their life. Even if they move up to the executive position, they just need somebody over them a little bit higher, you know. And so, I don't know. Maybe
that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know. This whole scene. Okay, is it me or is this season just over sexualized? Like every episode, every date, it's all. Am I being approved right now? It's just sex, and it's not innuendo. Like I can do flirting and I can do innuendo. It is just, and I just felt like it's just a whole lot of. And I don't know.
It comes out almost every scene. It comes out every scene. There's a reference every scene.
Yeah. And like I said, I can do flirting. Flirting is cool. It's whatever, but it's just like in your face, bam. Like
this is where I give editing that one time where I blame it on editing because I'm like, this is up to them. If they're sitting there for hours and this is the parts that you're picking out of it almost every single time.
That's true.
Somebody in editing need to get some.
I think they did it. I think they did it because for real, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I think they did it because in real life, up until now, this is a great season. I'm not gonna take that away from them, but in real life, it's kind of boring. So I feel like that they have to do fillers, and the only thing that they could fill it in with were the sexual innuendos, like innuendo. Yeah, that's
in you. Yeah.
Say
it the way Eric said it.
Yeah, he said innuendos.
Innuendos. That's probably why. Yeah. So my thing is that's what I get from it, and that's why it's over sexualized. Just my opinion. Just because if you think about it, if you take those comments out, those references out, those scenes out, what y'all really got?
Yeah,
it's a whole lot of dating and a whole lot of, but other than that, what you really has, it would get kind of boring in a sense, so they probably felt like they had to do something to kind of spice it up. Last season in the very beginning, it was kind of boring, but for real, the first 3 episodes in real life, we had Corey.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
you guys' season wasn't really boring. It was just so many group dates. It just
us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They just showed so many group dates. It was just like we don't really get to know you guys.
True.
Right. Now I will say that that's the other thing that I kind of had a problem with in this date was Carmen's constant putting down of Dakia. I just don't think that's necessary. I just think it was a lot. I mean, again, throwing a few little jabs here and there. I mean, but it just seemed like she was just very much, I don't know, going for her, coming at her. I don't know.
So you reminded me of something that's normally a no-no, but he literally brought up his date with Dakia for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
He
during
did.
her date. Like, why are you going to talk about someone else at my date? I'm going to shut them down too. You know what I mean?
No, because Carmen asked him, was he feeling anyone else? And he said that there was someone else, and he does mention Dakia. And then he talked about how she like kind of leaned in or whatever, and he obliged, you know what I'm saying? So, but in this scene, just to start off also too, because I know we're discussing it, but just to put this in here to kind of give the audience, to let them know what this is, Eric pretty much calls Carmen his homie, saying that I can't talk today, saying that they have been hanging for years, that they definitely have sexual chemistry, sexual energy. And she also mentions that she is very nervous. She doesn't know why. And pretty much he wants to feel her more. And she's like, I want you to feel me too. And that's when she puts his arm out and he starts rubbing her arm or whatever. When she talks about feeling anyone else, that's when he mentions and saying that there are people that are hovering. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, I would have been like, what you trying to say? I'm hovering you? Like what? I was like, does he know what that means?
As Tyrone said, he kind of started that to her even asking.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true, because and then after that she does ask, are you feeling anyone? And he says that I am feeling Dakia. She leaned in, I obliged. And Carmen was like, yeah, pretty much I could see that, because Dakia is a desperate woman. She was desperate.
Yeah, see, that wasn't necessary.
It wasn't, but there's tension. You could tell there's tension there. That competitive spirit is starting to kick in now.
Listen, on the flip side, what on the flip side, what if he was secretly dissing Carmen, talk about the one that's hovering?
I mean, she is his second, and she don't know that right now. She think it's just a date.
Yeah. What if she the one that's hovering? Because she was kind of hovering to the kitchen and standing over him while.
But he didn't have to go into detail about the date. He could have just pulled a fill and been like, you know what? There are some people that are at my tops.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He didn't need to get into the She didn't need to know about the kissing and all that was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, answer the question. Well, yeah, there is somebody else, but you ain't had to give me the play-by-play of which I did. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. And she does go on to say that Dakia is just the appetizer and she is the main course. And for real, if she wants them, she could have them. Yeah. And then Yeah, she has something, or he had something on his lips, and then she went in to wipe his lips and told him to pretty much he needs to go ahead and do his eviction paperwork for the other ladies.
See, yeah.
Good for her.
Oh God.
Good for her. Let's get
And the
messy.
funny thing is, and the thing is, I don't dislike Carmen. Like, she seems like a power out here doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? But to me, she came off real catty in this scene.
They were all doing that though. They were all trying to lay clean. They were all trying to have the other person prove, that they are the number one. Comments like, "Well, you don't need him no more," right? Or comments like, "Yeah, it's just gonna be us."
Carmen's
so almost all of them were doing that.
She's always catty.
So, but you gotta remember, like, she came in late, so she gotta come strong. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree with Auntie Eva in the chat. I think they didn't already. I don't think they don't know each other intimately. I just don't think so. That's my opinion.
I believe it. I mean, because he wasn't even aggressive. Like, he wasn't even assertive. He wasn't aggressive. Like, if you've been there already, you would be comfortable. You ain't got to ask. You know what I mean? You got to be nice about it. He was too nice.
He acts like he's scared of her. He acts like he's scared of her in real life.
Like, he was like,
she probably flipped him up, smacked it, rubbed it down. He is scared of her.
I don't know, because that last comment that he makes, about her being on top, I like it when you on top. It just gives me open relationship vibes as far as this dating show goes. So we done made it on this show together. We done did what we did in the past, and we just gonna keep it cool.
Right. I think it's just we can't let on that we know each other as well as we know each other, so we gonna play this game. That's how I feel. But I mean, I could be wrong, but that's how it plays to me.
I too stand to be corrected, but that's what I'm just getting off of some of these wordings.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I read between lines.
I mean, you telling them to serve eviction notices and stuff, like, all right, their time is up.
Right. Yeah, like she's so confident.
And I even felt like last week at the beach house, she felt real confident rolling up in, with him when he was in the kitchen talking to Dakia. She was real confident coming up in there, and she basically made it so uncomfortable that Dakia was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Like, they were in the middle of a whole conversation. Dakia wasn't getting ready to leave, but she rolled up in there, and you talk about hovering. She was the one hovering.
Yeah, I think.
But she was very confident and comfortable in doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of said, oh, sorry, Tyrone. But that's why I kind of said that was might have been a sneak diss to her when he was saying people are hovering. Like,
maybe, yeah.
I think it was a combination of Carmen's confidence in their relationship and the fact that maybe she don't even like Dakia.
I really see that. I really see that her and Dakia got a big issue.
Yeah. And it may not have anything to do with him. It may be some other stuff. Yeah.
You know how this stuff went in y'all women's lounge. So it could have been some of that, or they might know each other off camera for real in real life, and it ain't go right.
I think so some of my thoughts was some of the reasons why she may not like Dakia, other than the personal stuff that they are aware of, is that, like, I think Dakia is one of the few women who can compete with her professionally and physically. So I don't want to say that she's threatened, but
no, finish your thought.
But if she's gonna try to bring someone down, like, that would be, her biggest competition on both levels, as far as she knows, right?
Somebody else mentioned the aesthetics are almost alike too. Like, they almost, when you look at them, real similar to each other. So
yeah, they do favor each other a lot.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she's threatened by Dakia, because she keep going for Dakia. Because after a while, I'd be like, why she keep coming for me? Like, why she?
But then some people are classy with they sneak disses too, though. So they like to stay stuff under their breath or whatever, and to allow mouth.
Yeah. She says she likes it to be clear that she's number one, and maybe Dakia is not backing down because she don't have to, and she don't like that. So whenever she get a chance, she gotta let her know I'm above you. Even if it's for Eric. Even if I gotta fake it for Eric.
Right. And I like Carmen. Like I like Carmen, but I think it's just something about her though that just be rubbing me the wrong way with some of the things that
she's growing on me.
It's she kind of grew on me, but after this episode, it just made me feel like I don't know how I'm really, because it's one thing for a confident woman to say what she mean what she say. Like I love all that, but when she was like, you know, she's desperate and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to down another woman to make yourself look good. You know what I'm saying? Like
question out, and if you guys can answer that, how soon after do you guys record your confessionals or your solos?
Oh, honey, sometimes it's the same day.
Okay. So I was just wondering, because I was like, you know, if it is like how me and Tyrone think that something else besides Eric is the reason why Carmen and Dakia don't feel it for each other, and this was taped later. This is like, let me throw my jabs while I can.
Yeah. Normally you could tell by the outfits, you know.
Yeah. So
maybe she just don't like her.
I just think that Carmen just really loves herself. That's how I feel.
She does.
Laverne. That's cute.
Yeah, I just think she just really, really loves herself. So the next solo date that we have, and of course, remember that Tommy said for you guys that's just coming in, remember in the very, very beginning, Tommy had mentioned to the men that he wanted them to take their second choices out on dates, and that's what we're discussing. And this is the second date that they show, and this is Tina and Demetrius. And pretty much Tina walks in. She says that she didn't think that Demetrius was interested in her. And he was like, I get it. I own that. And she was like, well, I just kind of need to know what's going on. She was like, because, you know, I want to she dates with discernment. And she does remember Demetrius kissing on Sabrina. And it was like ear nibbling going on. So she like, I see you doing all this at the, you know what I'm saying, truth or dare game. Like what's going on with you? Like, you interested? Like, show me. I need to know, because what I saw the other day, you interested in Sabrina. You not really you not feeling me for real. And she also said that when she first came into the pool party that he didn't really talk to her. And Tina also says that she gets player vibes from Demetrius. And he did get a little bit offended by her saying that she gets player vibes. And he kind of, you know, explained to her exactly where he was. And she says she does find him attractive, and she wants to know more about him and pretty much to find out where his head is at, you know, even though that she finds him attractive. So I do have some more notes, but we can just go off from there. So how are y'all feeling about Tina and Demetrius? Yeah.
This was my favorite date of Tina's.
Why?
Like, I almost fell for her.
Really?
Yo, she was saying all the right stuff this date. Right? She showed a lot of maturity. She was clear with her words. She was purposeful. And I think she even worded it like he didn't even talk to her at all. It wasn't like not
That's
really.
What she said,
you didn't talk to me at all.
Yeah.
And then she even said that she didn't call him a player. She says, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out if it is player vibes or not. And then he immediately got defensive. He gets defensive multiple times. Like, he cuts people off.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? So yeah, this is my favorite. It's my favorite scene with Tina.
I'm sure by the picture.
No. It wasn't that. It just made me feel like she was a lot more mature than I thought.
Tina is one of those women that the minute she changes her hair and she looks totally different.
Totally.
She's one of those people, like in this scene, she looks like every time they show her, I have to remember like who is that? And I'm like, oh, okay. She looks, I mean, she's beautiful. I don't mean that in a bad way at all. But she just looks different. Some people can change their hair and they still who they are, but she looks totally different.
Yeah.
The way I feel about this scene is, first of all, I agree with Tyrone. I love how she approached it. I love what she had to say. She was very clear. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Demetrius is really interested in any of the women. I think he's just floating along until he gets cut. I think he's trying to figure it out, but he's not interested in her because, like she said, how can I possibly be? I mean, she doesn't know that she's allegedly his second choice, but how is she the backup plan? How is she the second choice? And he hasn't even had a conversation with this woman.
Exactly.
And even with Sabrina last week, when y'all were on the tour bus together, you had nothing for her. You had
nothing.
I mean, at least from what we saw, we know editing, but she said it in her confessional. Like, I thought this would be a great opportunity for us to talk and for us to have a conversation. And you're not giving me anything. I don't think he is truly made a connection with any of the women. That's just how I feel about it.
I don't think so either, because I feel like Sabrina has connected with him, but he has not connected with her. And the second choice that I thought that he would have made would have been Dakia. Like, where'd Tina come from? That's why I kind of was like, where'd Tina come from? I was like, why is she here? I don't understand.
Right.
I was real confused by that.
I don't see a second choice for him. If anybody it would have been Precious, but that shot itself in the foot. So
that happened at the pool party. He wasn't feeling
it. When Dakia hit him with the BDE, he didn't look to it. He kind of like took back on that one. But I'm with you. I don't see him being really here for anybody. He might have a little interest in Sabrina. I get why they say they has player vibes, because you're sitting back, you're not making no real approach to anybody, at least in public. You know, you may be having these conversations in private and everything with everybody, but nobody's seeing you make a real move to anybody outside of that truth or dare game. So I appreciate her coming in hot and heavy like she did. I love this wet look on her a whole lot. And I was not mad at all. I know some people was like she was too hot for it, but I don't think she was. He needed that, because I think if she came in just nice and calm, he would have just avoided and deflected a lot. And she had to make him own up to himself. And I liked it.
Yeah. I think it was similar to the approach that Joy took. Like, bro, why am I here? Like, why do you have me here with you? You didn't even talk to me.
Yeah, and mind you, this is going to be one of the two women that tell him, do you even like anybody? So, you know, that's going around, obviously, that nobody really knows what's going on with this man.
Right.
In real life. But he does definitely let her know that he wants to get to know her, that he has done the work, and that he has went through therapy. And he like, after this, he like, I want a whole wife. He like, that's what I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying. And she pretty much says that the next man she's going to be with or whatever, she says she needs to be able to trust him from whoever she's going to be with. And he pretty much says, you can go ahead and say me, because you're going to be with me. Y'all remember he said that? You going to be with me? You can go ahead and say it's me. And she was like, oh, like, I'm just trying to figure out, where did this come from?
Right. But then
I'm like, so confused.
But then at the lounge, he says it's Sabrina.
Right.
And now we see why we get the player vibes. You can't lead someone on like that.
Exactly.
Because he's trying to get another connection. And I swore him and Dakia had a connection, because when they was on the bus, she was like, I want to go back there and talk to Demetrius, but he way back in the back.
Right. Exactly.
Or was it AP? I can't remember.
It was AP.
It was AP.
But Sabrina was one at the same time.
Right. Yeah. AP was there. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sabrina was sitting right in front of him. He was like this. He was sightseeing. That dude, he was looking around.
Like he was in it like it was gonna be a quiz at the end of the tour. Okay. Listen.
Yeah. I think it was like that approach that Tori was taking, just waiting to see who Sabrina was gonna choose. And obviously,
right.
You know, she ain't get up, she ain't change her body position.
Exactly.
Nothing the whole ride.
Yeah. Exactly, because I don't know. I'm just different from most women. Because me, I'm gonna be like, "What you doing? You all right back there?" Like I'm gonna say something.
Right.
Let me engage everybody on that bus. We all have been playing the game. So look,
right.
Everybody.
Okay. I'm a history nerd, okay? But I promise you that there was nothing that was being said on that tour that if it was a guy I was interested in, that I would be trying to have some one-on-one conversation with. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Not with skirts around.
Right. Especially in this environment, you know it's a competition. You know you have a limited amount of time to get to know these people. Man, please.
Right.
And if you my number one, I'm definitely talking to you. I don't care who's sitting next to me.
Exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
definitely gonna let you know. Like, okay, you like cherry blossoms. What about you? You like
Okay.
Exactly.
Or just get up and excuse yourself. Be like, excuse me, I'm about to go talk to so and so real quick.
You know what I'm saying? They know what it is. Like we all know why we're here. You know, we all know what the situation is. So yeah, I that's the when he did that, and again, a couple of people mentioned it. It wasn't like AD said the same thing. Like, well, you know, I thought I would maybe have an opportunity to talk to Demetrius, but he don't seem to be kind of interested. So if two of the women that were there are saying the same thing, it can't be everybody else.
Yeah, facts. Well, all I know is I remember Demetrius. He was in the show, obviously, but the first 3 episodes, Demetrius was not in the show.
Right. We saw him at the opening mixer, and then he kind of,
He was not there. He was not there, and I feel like, and I felt like for a while he kind of was scoping everything out, kind of checking everybody out, seeing how people was moving. You know how Tyrone did at the pool party. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to, because he was like, I see it now. Like I see it now. I always give Tyrone a hard time about that. He like, I see it now. I see it now, and now I know exactly who I want, to be my wife. And that's just, I feel like that's how it was. I feel like that's how it was with Demetrius. And then like after that, you know what I'm saying, the pool party or whatever, he like, yeah, let me go ahead. Let me start being intentional. He like, I need to go ahead and pick some people or I'm going to get eliminated. I really got to act like I like somebody. And somebody probably went in his ear and was like, yo, bro, like you trying to be here or no? Like, what you doing? Like you going to get eliminated because what you doing?
It's oddly strange that we get the most out of him when he's in male deliberation or he has to let somebody go.
That pressure. Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Moving on.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that whole Tina and Demetrius date, I just felt like that they could have just saved that date. I felt like they didn't even have to really even show that date, to be honest with you. Keeping it 100. I just don't feel like it was real. It was genuine. Maybe because I just don't really feel like he's real and genuine. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I'm with you on that one.
Listen, Auntie Eva says this thing, and I think Tyrone can handle that one.
Right.
She said Demetrius appears to be emotionally detached, possibly because of the military experiences.
I don't know. I think there's like an emotional thing there with him. I can't quite explain it yet, but you can see like he's really high strung about things where situations where he feels like it would be perceived as a negative. He gets really defensive. He gets, to a point to where he needs to explain himself when people aren't really coming at him like that. And it happens a couple times. And he talks about recently going to therapy. He talks about, being in touch with this emotion. But I feel like, in this environment, it's gonna bring that out. So he's probably just high strung right now. And I wouldn't doubt it if all of this was getting to him,
And I'll be honest with you, I really think he just doesn't have a connection. I think he's trying. I think he just doesn't. I don't think she's there. I don't think she's there.
Could it be like trust issues? Because we know that he has a shaky past and he might be expecting karma. And so he's just kind of like tippy-toeing till he actually feels like some trust or loyalty from somebody in this process. Like
it might be.
I don't know. I'm just trying to give him something. I don't know. I ain't getting that.
Good try.
Right, and I'm listening. I'm listening to see if y'all get something.
Yeah.
I'm throwing my line out there and hoping
you try. You trying to get that blood out.
Yeah, I was playing double dutch just to see if I could jump on something.
I was waiting for one of y'all to say something because
look, we all tried.
We tried, Demetrius. We tried.
Yeah, I just feel like, to be honest with you, like, I'm not saying, like, of course we're just talking about him on the show, but in real life I feel like he's a great guy, but in real life, just on the show, I just don't think the show is for him, and I don't think his person is there for him.
And that's it. I think
that's just how I feel.
He seems like a really nice guy, but I just think she's not there. The one he's looking for, she ain't on Ready to Love. At least not this season.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving forward. We have Donovan. So
that smell got big. Ooh.
Donovan said, Donovan said,
I think we know you, Jay. Did you hear the chat last night?
Yes, I did.
You can't bring in last night's stuff to the reviews.
Okay.
You can't bring in lives into the reviews. It don't. No.
It was a smile just now. It got big just now, though. That's what I was saying.
I think Donovan is a cool guy. I like Donovan. Yes, I like Donovan. Okay.
Donovan said, I got to make up for lost time. He said, I'm not going to give you 1, but 2, but 3 dates. Okay,
honey.
I'm going to give you all of this.
He said, I came in late. So,
I got some time to make up.
Donovan's the epitome of a speed dater. Y'all gonna get all this in one episode. Here you go.
Yeah. But I think he did it. I think he did it in a classy. I think he did it in a classy way. I said that on my review that he had 3 dates in probably a 2 to 3 day window, but he did not make any of them women feel like they were just 1 out of 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he did a good job of giving them, making them feel like they're getting individual attention. He was listening. He was asking good questions. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like it was a cut and paste situation, for lack of a better term. You know?
That.
Yeah. So admittedly, when he first came and I saw him sit down with Precious, I was like, oh, this dude about to pimp this whole situation. Right? That's what I was thinking. But it was just Donovan. That was just my first thoughts. That was his first date. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, he gonna lay back. He gonna see everything, and then he gonna go after. I feel like he already know he good looking, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, I actually started listening to him, and I'm like, damn, like, he is saying like all the right stuff, and doing all the right things. So yeah, he's growing on me.
What the kids say? The man looks good. I can look at him all day, but can I listen to him?
Exactly.
And like multiple people just threw the panties at him, and he just took it. Like he would.
Donovan is an R&B singer. Y'all seen Genuine and.
Oh, wait a minute. Only one person said threw her panties at him. It was only one person. It was only Sabrina that was like, Lord have mercy, if I got a couple more drinks, then.
Did you not see the date with Precious?
Yeah.
You see the date with Precious?
Oh, okay. I was talking about these 3 dates.
And he said that
Who hasn't
Carmen
said that?
had sexual attraction.
Yeah.
They had sexual attention between the two, so something might have been said there too. So.
Yeah.
And was there an innuendo with that Dakia date? Because she did mention if he was here earlier, he could get it. Nah, he didn't say that.
I was about to say, she didn't say that. She just said that.
No, she didn't say that.
Yeah, if he was there from the very beginning. What did she say? I did write it down.
He was having deja vu with that phrase. I don't know.
She would beeline. I think that's what she said. Beeline over to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She would beeline right over to him. She sure did. All right. So Donovan, the next date that they show is Donovan, and he actually goes on 3 dates. Donovan goes on a date with Sabrina. Donovan goes on a date with Carmen. Donovan goes on a date with Dakia. Okay. So we are going to discuss Donovan and Dakia's date. Tyrone is so funny.
She was cheesing the whole time. That's what I noticed.
She was cheesing the whole time. She liked
big cheesing the whole time.
She liked Donovan. She does like Donovan. She also said that he was fine as hell. And if she had met him at the mixer, she would have beeline her way right over to him. And and he also talks about his love language, how he's like, well, that's good. He's like, because his love languages are affirmation and personal touch. And then she does go and rub on his leg, and he like, just let everybody know she rubbing on my leg.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one? Which one she was rubbing on?
Yeah, and that's after she was asking him what his type was and stuff like that. So I don't know. Do y'all feel like, so I have been seeing this comment about how Donovan is this season's Phil. Do y'all agree with that?
I mean, I feel like in his position, like the women are making it easy, and he needs to be able to fight the fact that it's been really easy for him. Similar to Phil, like he just because it's easy doesn't mean you gotta make your decision right away. So that's my thought.
Yeah, I think it's kind of too early to see, because I'm gonna be honest with you, the Phil thing for me last season came out of nowhere. It wasn't until that episode where they were like, take out your number one, and Phil had like 5 dates. I was like, where did this come from?
Wasn't it the Friends Day? It was a Friends Day.
The Friends Day, and Phil went on like 5 dates. I was like, when did Phil become everybody's number one, right? So I don't know. It's kind of early. I don't know. I think he has the potential to be this season still. So
we didn't know who Phil was for the first couple of episodes.
Right. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot Phil was there the first couple of episodes, because and again, the way they were editing last season, they didn't really show him a lot.
Yep.
In the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about him being this season's Phil. Like you said, he just got here, so this is like too early. He got to do what he got to do right now. He's playing catch up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of early. I think it's kind of early for that, because I don't think. I mean, because what was his 3 dates? It was Carmen, Sabrina, and Precious. Who was the third one?
Carmen.
I mean, not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he didn't hit it off with Precious. Carmen don't count. Dakia, and then
Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina. So yeah.
Why do you say Carmen doesn't count?
Because I feel like Carmen is going to hit it off with everybody.
I hate to jump around, but can you please elaborate? I'd like to know more.
I just feel like Carmen has that type of personality that if she decides that she wants a connection, it's going to be a connection. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, Carmen is going to throw that sex appeal. Carmen is going to throw the dominant woman. And I just think that whatever date she goes on, if she's interested, I think they're all going to go that way. I mean, we saw, yeah. That's just my opinion. Hey, Jay.
Hey. Now this don't get confusing. Now
what
we
up,
got
Jay?
J's.
Right, we got 2 J's up here.
Right.
Jay, hold on.
I'm the real Jay, baby. Don't worry.
I'll call you Lady J. We'll just do that.
All right.
What's good, Jay?
No, I can't even call you Mr. J. That's all bad. I'm sorry. I take that back.
I was like, where's Sabrina? Sabrina, you came with another one today. Who is this? Who is this?
Celeste. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh. Sabrina 2.3. You got them fighting over her.
Hey.
What's up, Celeste? I'm sorry, Logo. What's up, Celeste? How you doing? Sabrina the best girl. I'm telling you, I keep saying this, but I was like, she keep her brother on her toes, man. You don't know who you gonna get. You got Kim Lee, you got the Asian one, you got I don't know what Celeste do. Celeste that's a whole
Tyrone, tell him what it do. Tyrone, tell him what it do.
Everything. It do everything.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ty. Hey, as long as she up there, you good, bro. I'm in the whole time zone.
She can shift these boxes around if she wanted. She can move them closer.
Look, here, we just split her up. You have 3 the personalities. I had the other 3. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
They all single. I
know that's right. They all of
That's what's up. I'm sorry. I just logged in, so I don't want to interrupt where you guys were, man. I'm in here.
Yeah. So real quick, guys, because Jay has just entered into the chat. This is Jay Brad. Just real quick, I want everyone to know exactly who you are, and just tell them what you're just in case we don't get a chance to towards the end. Tell them where they can go. What's your YouTube channel? And is it failure to connect?
Communicate. Yeah. No. So I'm Jay Brad. I was on what was that, season 3, I think? Yeah, season 3, the first Houston season. What did they call it?
Last resort.
Last resort. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. And but yeah, so Jay Brad, man, this is fun stuff though. So I love to see everybody on here. We did just start me and Joy from my season just started a podcast called Failure to Communicate. So it's failure and then TWO, communicate. We have fun on there, talk about relationship issues, guy and girls, perspectives of what's going on with the dating scene in these streets. And communication, and break down a little bit of how we broke down with our communication.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jay, for the intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now going through the dates. Of course, we're going through the dates because we're talking about Ready to Love. Okay, so this is the scene where Donovan is meeting with Dakia, and this is the situation where he has the 3 dates. So it's Donovan and Sabrina's date, Donovan and Carmen's date, Donovan and Dakia's date. And right now we're discussing Donovan and Dakia, and I think we're about to wrap them up, and then we're about to get ready to go to the next group. Or the next date that he has. Is it anything that you wanted to add, or does anyone on the panel want to add about Donovan and Dakia?
I was like, I'm feeling for my man. He over here playing catch up. You know what I mean? So I felt like he was on the hot seat the whole episode because everybody's just trying to get to know him, you know? So it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
but I think he did a great job with all his dates. Like, you know, he did what he needed to do, and I liked it. Yeah. It made me like him even more. And he was on a date with 3 different women. I was like, can I be number 4? Yeah.
You hear her, Ty? That's not me. That's her. That's
Celeste.
All right, that's Celeste. Celeste for the streets.
No, I said that. Celeste didn't say anything. Celeste was just sitting here. See, me and Celeste were 2 different entities.
Fair enough.
Celeste is her own entity. Don't have nothing to do with me and what I want. Okay.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's spicy.
Right.
You got to put your Vaseline on before you go on a date with Celeste. You just ready, you ready for whatever.
Right. She might detach from my head and just start doing all that. Oh my God. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's talk about get it over with. She always got that face. That's the first thing I say.
Yeah, she's intense. I think she's intense and very like intentful. You know, she's been growing on. Is that a word? Intentful. She's been growing on me. Yeah, she's been growing on me.
She told y'all for the beginning she don't have a wink. The whole face moves. So she just got that one look, and that's what it's gonna be. You just
maybe she got RBG. Maybe that's it.
I think she do.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think she do. It's her poker face, and I'm gonna let it be until the pickle come in her face. It's a different face then.
That's the only thing I saw her, right? Once the pickle came there, she was. It was sensual. The way she hit that pickle, I was like, she might get a J from Jay too. Like,
eyes closed too.
That part.
Yeah, but the kid had her eyes open with her oysters.
Oh, you
see? And that's the difference.
Ask the men on the panel: eyes closed or eyes open?
Closed. It's a little weird when we both look at each other.
You don't like her to look up at you?
Nah,
only if I ask.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
Okay, Dominic.
You was asking? No, I said only if I ask.
Look back at it. Look back at it.
Oh Lord!
Oh, not look back at it. Okay.
This is how we started my week off.
Oh, right. I ain't mad about it.
Oh my God!
It's a regular old Monday, right?
Jeez. Oh my gosh! I'm about to go get me some wine.
Right.
So Donovan and Carmen, they are on their date. This is the second date that he has with 3 of the people that he is trying to connect with to be number 2, or I guess they are number 2 because he just came on the show. So they both say that they are competitive. Carmen also says that anytime if he wants to play ball, shoot your shot, boo, that they could go ahead and play ball. He like, yeah, we can play ball. You trying to do that one-on-one? So she also says that she prefers not to have any more kids. And he says that he's pretty much open to it. You know what I'm saying? If that's what is supposed to be in the universe and what's supposed to play out. And she also mentions that if it was the right guy, that it could be open for discussion. And it is her birthday during this scene, and he surprises her with birthday cake, and they start eating the cake, and he pretty much states that they definitely have sexual tension. And she does ask him, like what his ideal woman is, and that's pretty much the conversation that they have during this time. So I thought that it was pretty good. It was cool. I thought their date went well. Do I see a real connection with them? Absolutely not.
I think she incidentally came off too aggressive and a little bit competitive, which is a little bit of that is cool. But I think that with the RBF kind of was like he just reading his body language, he was like, he wasn't really feeling it that much. Ty, what do you think as a dude, like his body language in the process?
Honestly, I feel like this was the first time he looked comfortable.
Really?
On the date. Yeah.
Okay.
Like he looked comfortable. He looked like it was no stress there. You know what I mean? I feel like the other ladies was like coming on strong. And I feel like maybe for the first time, like he's actually meeting someone that is like on his same wavelength mentally,
With Carmen, that's how you feel?
Yeah, I just feel like y'all just don't like Carmen.
I don't
never said that.
So y'all give her a hard.
We all like
Carmen.
I've always said I like Carmen.
Everybody just gives her a hard time, but I feel like if you watch the journeys, I feel like they're moving accordingly, right?
Tyrone,
she just got this thing with Dakia.
Yeah, Tyrone, you know what? I'm with you on this one though. Because when you watch this, and listen, this is really why I'm on this one right now, because their conversation didn't have any sexual tone, like none of that going on yet. He says there's a sexual connection for them both. There's sexual, something there for them. So it means that he is turned on. He gives me sapiosexual, like sapiosexual vibes. That means he's turned on by an intelligent conversation with somebody without all the little gestures and all of that stuff presented. And if he's saying there's some tension there between them, he's turned on by her. I'm saying you don't like it. Got to be some type of connection for me to have a sexual tension with you.
So the conversations that they were having and the questions that they were asking and responding to were all questions that allude to a possible future. So the whole conversation was different.
I totally disagree with both of y'all, but it's
okay.
I'm just saying, like I saw a total opposite. I feel like he's relaxed because there's no pressure because he's not interested.
Exactly.
If I'm on a date with somebody and I'm interested, I'm nervous, I'm worried about my words, especially on the first date. I'm worried about not coming off too strong. But if I'm on a first date and halfway through the appetizers, I notice no connection, there's no pressure. I'm chilling. I'm good. We can talk about whatever because I'm not worried about the next date because there isn't going to be one.
Compared to the date with Precious,
he's just chilling because there's no pressure at all. He don't have to perform. He's like, it's whatever because I'm not even really here. I can relax.
He was not here for Precious. He was not here for Precious. And compared to that date right there, he's way more relaxed than that date.
But that was first
he
date.
Is more relaxed, but
this first date for Carmen too, technically.
Yeah. And it's Donovan. He know who he is. Like, what he got to be nervous about? He done been married. He got 16-year-old kids. Like, what's there to be nervous about?
I think we're all nervous. I mean, I'm always nervous on the first date. I know who I am. I'm always nervous.
This is what? So this is his second round of dates?
No, this is technically his first with these ladies.
Right.
Yeah.
And we see.
Week one of shooting? Come on,
he got here late. He's a late.
Yeah.
curveball.
Yeah,
For him,
all
that's what I'm saying. So this is his first week of shooting. Yeah, he's not used to the cameras yet.
Right. Yeah.
But she making him comfortable compared to everybody else.
I think
He's laid back. He's not upright like on the other dates and stuff. He's
he
laid
ain't
back.
worried
He's
about
chilling.
performing.
The chair, Jay. The chair.
he got her a gift, so that means he must have knew about that, and he wanted that to be
Tyrone.
You know,
Or production told him.
Sabrina about to remind you.
Tyrone, you was on the show too, right, Tyrone?
Listen, I done made many men comfortable, and they ain't never said they ain't want Jay. So I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I don't think that.
But I'm gonna wait till we get to that date.
All I was saying that he looked more comfortable here than the previous dates.
He got his arms crossed and he's not leaning.
They're mirroring each other at this point. Look at their both.
Yeah.
That's a connection. When you start mirroring the person that you're with, that is a connection.
Look at that eye contact.
Let me see if I got any more pictures.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I do got more pictures.
I was about to say, this is what you get for taking one.
Exactly, because normally I do take a lot more, but I was like, nope. I was like, it's gonna be a lot of us.
Get past that one, right?
But he did mention Carmen in his top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me go back to my notes.
Yeah, it was Carmen, Dakia, and Sabrina. His dates, right?
No, I think he just said he went on 3 dates with him.
Sabrina was the person he named as the person.
Yeah, and I think that's editing. We don't know who else he might have named. I think that's just editing to show that Tori, you on your way out, bro.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Yeah, I think so too.
I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't feel like. I feel like he finds Carmen an attractive, nice woman. But someone that he's like, I've been waiting for this date with you. Nah, not at all.
I want to take bets with people in the chat, but then y'all never gonna pay me my money. So you know what?
Right.
I'm with you. We can put a bet on this one.
Okay, Jay.
Put your cash app on the table. Unless you know some insider information, then I don't want to bet.
I don't. Purposely, I don't.
Okay.
So.
We'll put $1 on it. It's online. We can confirm.
All right, we're gonna bet over $1. We're gonna be bragging switches.
Did y'all go over his break with Sabrina yet?
No, not yet.
No, that's next.
Yeah, that's next. We can move on unless y'all got something else to say about Donovan and Carmen.
We good.
Yeah.
No, we good.
I'm good with it too. So, I really like this picture. So next up, of course, we are talking about, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I can't talk tonight. Like, I feel like I can't talk. But anyway.
Got Donovan on the brain.
Not have Donovan on my brain. Okay. So Donovan's the last date of the 3 women is Donovan meets with Sabrina. They start talking and discussing that they both went through a divorce. She recently had just went through a divorce like 5 months ago. And
dang, that's quick.
Yeah, I was trying to get clarity on the 5 months, but she did say it was a 10-year relationship. And I was like, are you out for 5 months? Or like,
that's what I'm thinking, because she starts talking about how when she talks to people and she's like, I just got a divorce. And people are like, when they find out it's just been 5 months. That's just what I got from it. I could be wrong. But the way
what I got too.
Yeah, that's what I got when I listened to it again. I was like, oh.
That's kind of fresh though. Like
I'm about to say that's quick.
That's quick. Like there's a lot more. And I'll say it this way. When a woman finally gets a divorce, y'all been divorced in y'all mind for probably at least 6 months before that. And the paperwork hadn't come through yet, So when y'all are done.
Yeah, it depends on who filed for the divorce too.
Yeah, but I mean 5 months for a 10-year relationship.
Yeah, you're too fresh out.
Turn around.
But it shows in her, right? Do you sense a little bit of what's a good word that I could use, Jay? Instability.
Apprehension?
instability
with Sabrina. Oh, you've been saying this for a while about Sabrina.
Honestly, I think she's quite the catch, and there's something about her name that just makes it all right with me. I don't know what that is, but you know what I'm saying. but
Sabrina need to come out because Celeste is
Okay, Jay.
Celeste is not blocking for Sabrina right now.
Okay.
But I just feel like I feel like she's definitely playing the game, not in a negative way, but I saw the way she did with Tori, and that his reaction to that totally turned her off. Like as a woman, when y'all see a man kind of get emotional and not in control of himself. And so I feel like she's open to definitely a new connection. And they always tell you to like, you know, have your top two. And I don't feel like he's a strong two for her. So I think this is a great, probably a perfect two for her. And she's definitely, based on this date, she done already slid my man in the two spot.
The one spot.
Yeah,
she can throw the panties at him.
Right.
Yeah,
that's why I was.
No, Miss AKA DLA. No, they changed that law here in Maryland.
That's why I was talking about the instability. I meant like emotionally, because it seems like whoever's in her presence becomes her new number one.
Yeah. But also when you've been in a marriage and then you go out dating, there's it's either one or the other, right? Like you just out here doing your thing, or if you've been in that for a decade. She was married for a decade. And I don't know if that's married for a decade or if she was with the same dude for a decade. So if she was married for a decade, she probably with the same guy for 12 years? And then you miss having that type of connection. So that could be a thing too. I don't know. I would love to know the details on the other piece. Like
you know how they gave AP such a hard time, and AP been out for 5 years doing her work or whatever. This person is out for 5 months of a decade, about the same amount of time AP had. I feel like who she's trying to settle for is something resembling what she's already had. She's kind of too fresh into the game, you know. And so she's gonna, if she wasn't the one who filed for divorce or whatnot, she's gonna either go for something that's more like her divorce, what she was with, or if she filed for the divorce, she's going for something totally opposite. So we would just need more information on where this divorce came from. You know, because that would determine who is who, like as far as Demetrius and Donovan is concerned, what she's going for.
Yeah.
And two kind of opposites of each other.
But she literally said how she had 2 more drinks.
Yeah. She'd have gave him the panties.
She sure did. She sure did.
How did I miss that?
Oh, she was happy about it when she said it too. She's like, I gotta get out of here.
Because she know herself.
Right. And I mean, I guess she
right. She said I need to take my ass home.
That's right.
Because if I had 2 more drinks.
What do I do next?
No, she literally said something like 2 more drinks.
Literally, 2 more.
I would have went and slept with this man. Let me take my ass home.
She sure did.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I see them together. I see them working. They have what I call is the familiar history because they're both from California. They're both transplants out here, so you know, you get that little bit of history. Oh, what part you from? This, you know about that. So it gives you a lot of deeper connection than with anybody else. Yeah, out of the bunch.
So I got a question for the panel. So I think this is the episode when Donovan asks her. Would she be open for an additional connection because of how everything went down?
I was getting ready.
The truth or dare.
Yep.
I wonder what she would have said if the person who asked her was Paul or someone else asked her.
Someone that she wasn't feeling.
Yeah, what would she say? She would have been like, I'm good.
She might have been like, yeah, I am, but unfortunately, I just don't feel like that connection would be with you. But I am open to, I mean, that's what I would have said if that was the case. Like, I am open to having more connections because I feel like she is open to more connections, especially after what Tori did. You know what I'm saying? So she trying to solidify her connections. That's what I feel like she's doing.
Was she ever close to any connections? So.
Yeah. And for real, it kind of just mind boggles me. I'm kind of glad because this connection that she has with Donovan, it really seems like she is connected. She really likes Donovan. Right. And Donovan is reciprocating because in real life, she like a whole man that was kind of ignoring her for freaking 4 episodes. And she like, why don't he talk to me? I want him to talk to me. Oh my God, I wish you would talk to me. Like, why does he have, like, I'm sitting right here and
got
he
an
hasn't
explanation
come
for
to
it.
me. And I just don't understand. And Demetrius like, and I just don't understand why he's just not talking to me. And I'm gonna nibble on his ear. Maybe he'll like me then. I hope. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Like that's just what I got from her with Demetrius. Like, and I don't know, but I feel like what I see in front of me is a true connection.
Well, it's because Sabrina is the person that goes for the unattainable. Like, she clearly has Tori, who's giving her everything, at least on camera. He's giving her the attention. He's giving her what are the little, half box of cupcakes. He's letting her know that you are the person that I have a connection with. You are my number one. Yet she seems obsessed with the person that's not giving her any of those things. I mean, do you feel like that her connection really is stronger, or she feels like she had a stronger connection with Demetrius over Tori, or is it the challenge of he's too easy because he's doing everything I need him to do. I want that over there because that's the challenge. I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
I alluded to this earlier, and I said I don't think she's as confident in herself as she should be.
Okay.
Well, it could happen if you went through some stuff in your relationship previous to this, and you ain't healed from it.
So whoever she's getting that attention from at the time, she likes.
Here's the thing too, though. If you combine both not Donovan, but Demetrius and Tori together, Donovan is giving her that. He's giving her that mystery, that sex appeal that she's probably looking for. On top of it, the attention that Demetrius is not giving her. She is probably aesthetically more of the type that she likes.
Fix that arm candy. I don't think Demetrius is it, or she wouldn't have even did the kiss. She would have declined the whole kiss thing.
I think Demetrius is something of which she likes, but not completely it, because he doesn't give her the attention that she desires.
But
Tori does.
If it was me, if you already know what's working to get a girl, like I've never been the super forward guy. Like I'm not going to shoot. I'm going to sit back in the cut a little bit. I'm going to peep everything, and then I'm going to decide from there to see. And I feel like Demetrius is probably doing that a lot. Right? He just sitting back. Go ahead.
That approach works, because what you do is you have a mystique about you, which draws people into you. So that's why she's attached to it. But she also wants somebody to engage her in conversation and talk. So that's why she liked Tori for the time that.
Yeah. I think this guy's a perfect middle ground. And I think he ended up getting her because of that.
Yeah.
All right. So, and he's the new guy. So everybody's going to want him right now because they're, it's like you walk in the club, everybody that been there since happy hour. You walk in, an hour before closing, you fresh meat,
Right.
Yep.
Well, I think out of all the connections, Donovan is the best one for Sabrina at this point.
Yeah. I mean, they both were lighting up.
Which Sabrina?
Sabrina 2.0?
Y'all be taking your lives too serious. Okay. Just because I had a whole glass of wine and I was saying what had happened was okay.
Listen, I'm just saying what the chat was saying when they had to clarify with Sabrina. They was trying to figure out. They was trying to figure out 1.0 or 2.0.
See, I don't even.
You
remember.
wasn't even there.
I don't even remember. So what we gonna do? We just gonna stop. We just gonna. Okay. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all can't be bringing outside influences in this, y'all. Stop. Y'all go mess the dynamics up. All right. So next we have Cliff, and we have, oh Lord, I gotta plug my laptop. So next we have Dakia and we have Clifton on their date. Clifton definitely says that his number one is Joy, but he definitely has an attraction to Dakia from the very beginning. But one thing about her that kind of makes him feel some type of way about Dakia is her 9-to-5 attitude. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and charge my put my be right back.
She definitely changed the game today. She shocked them, talking about the jumping out of plane, doing this and doing that. I think she got a good two spot. He lit up, was really feeling the vibe. She kind of embraces masculinity, tell him, hey, I'm gonna get you a Big Daddy shirt and give me a little mama shirt, all that. So she knows how to play the game in a good way.
Yeah, it was a good, solid, flirty date, but I'm pretty sure he's just going through the motion right now. He flirted a little bit here and there too. So
just enough
he just being a good guy. Being a good, solid guy, but probably won't go nowhere.
I know she gave him that direct eye contact with them oysters. That's all I'm going to say. She pierced them.
And he definitely said he want to put it in her mouth too. So
yeah,
Cliff says that to everybody. Cliff just wanna. Cliff just wanna.
Flip a big old flirt.
Way to say it on every day that he want to put something in somebody.
Yeah, he a big old flirt.
I do feel like this is the most sexual season I've seen at all.
I said that.
Yeah.
I say that every week. Every week I say that. I'm like, golly, y'all like a bunch of rabbits.
This is not ready to love Potomac. This is ready to love for the streets.
Right.
Ready to lust.
Yeah, there you go. Ready to lust.
Ready to lay it down.
Golly, they are just.
I appreciate this date though, because you do get a little bit more of Dakia, a different side of Dakia. We don't see. But then P.O. must have got this side early because he said that she seemed like the type that would thug it out after a certain time. So
yeah, I can see that.
It's just shocking that Clifton didn't get it early, and P.O. did. So I don't know.
Because Clifton wasn't looking for it earlier.
True.
Or he probably see it. Or he probably see it, but just ain't gonna act on it.
He wanted the way Joy give it. That's all.
Pretty much. Yeah, he just going through the motions. I agree. I mean, I give him credit. I give him and Joy credit for trying, but they ain't really interested in nobody else. I don't think. Not like that.
Yeah. I remember when we got to this part and I didn't want to do this. Like I was like, man, I'm good. I don't need to spend a whole lot of extra time. Exactly. I like where I'm at. Like, give me a day with her, So I understand, but you do have to go through the motions. And I'm glad I did it because even at the worst, it helps you appreciate the other person.
Right.
Look at that eye contact. Look at that.
She looked up at it. That's exactly how we like it too. Look up that way.
You know what?
Look in my eye. You know what I'm saying?
But you said only when you ask. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well, no, this is a different. We talking about something different. We talk about.
This is what I was asking. When we said eyes open or eyes closed.
No, I'm like, if we kissing, but from this angle,
kissing different. Yeah, no.
Well,
so with this date, I feel like what made me feel some type of way about this date is that, okay, so let me read a little bit of my notes. So she says that she understands that he has a connection with Joy, but she feels like she does bring out something different in Clifton. She says that they definitely have a real connection. And he pretty much says, yeah, well, I need to remind you that like I can cook too. And because he knows that she has a connection with Eric. So this is what made me feel some type of way about Clifton. I do like Clifton. I am a fan of Clifton. I am a fan of Clifton and Joy. I am. But my thing is it was so crazy how he was over here, just to piggyback off of what y'all said. He's over here with Dakia feeding her oysters, saying, I'll cook for you. I'll do this. And then you got freaking Joy over here with Paul. She like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Paul. I mean, I'm good with Cliff. You know what I'm saying? Cliff, my boo. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. Yeah, and I'm going to stick by him. Okay. Right. Like all my eggs in the basket. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's Paul's fault for taking her out.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different though, right? Like it's different. Like, who else is there? Like at that time, who else was there for Joy that's really going to compete with Cliff, right? Almost nobody, right? So I think Cliff is just being a nice guy. He didn't take it to the extreme that Donovan took it and was like, "Hey, I know we don't know each other and we ain't talk to nobody. We ain't talk to each other, but you gonna choose me, right? Or you gonna be? You can say me
being a nice guy."
Right. Yeah,
He just
it ain't
made
nothing
an
there.
oyster fall down her throat.
It's an oyster, man. You're gonna do that.
I mean, that's
you're on a date, you know.
I just don't know, because if I'm not really feeling that person, I don't want you feeding me off your fork. I don't want you feeding me off your hand.
Yeah.
I don't want you. I don't know. I just don't slurp oysters down with somebody I'm just cool with.
Here's the difference with this.
I don't know.
He's been feeding everybody else, but he eats off of Joy. He's taking Joy's glass. He's taking something else from Joy or whatever and stuff.
Good observation, Jay.
And everything that you were saying could be true. Maybe she does bring out a different side of Cliff. You know, that side that makes him feel a little bit more comfortable, makes him feel like it's not going to be a definite like it is with Joy, you know?
It just sucks for me because it just makes me feel like dag, like Joy is really feeling him. And of course, keep your options open. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's Joy's fault that she even put all her eggs in one basket. But, you know, at the end of the day, it just kind of is like, dag, like, because I don't think that she really realizes that Cliff is doing all this stuff on these dates.
Do you feel like Cliff's you feel like Cliff's leading her on right now?
I do.
You think this is sloppy? You think this is sloppy movement right now?
I don't think it's sloppy movement. I think he's doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing. Right. But I feel like he and Joy Ear and they got something totally different going on, and she not aware of what. Because let me tell you something. If I knew that my dude was doing and feeding and slobbing and oysters and feeding all that other stuff, I would be like, you know what? You don't get all my eggs. I might give you one egg. I'll give you one egg, but I'm not going to give you all my eggs.
I think the difference is that Dakia clearly knows about Joey and Cliff's connection because she admits to it. And I think that's what makes it a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like, you know where I'm at, but you still going to come out on a date with me and we still going to do all this stuff.
I think, again, in this environment with what you signed up for, I just don't think you can be mad. I just don't. I don't feel like he's doing anything. I don't feel like he's crossing any lines. I mean, again, that we see on camera. Again, don't know if anybody went home after the date and there was a nightcap or anything like that. But based on what I'm seeing on camera, I just feel like you know what you signed up for. You signed up for basically a month-long speed dating. And yes, we are all adults, so we're going to flirt. We're going to, and you're supposed to be open to it. And so, again, I don't think that it's fair to be angry unless some conversations have been had behind the scenes saying, listen, this is what we're not going to do. We know it's me and you. We're just going to try to ride this train to the end, but don't do this on any dates. And I won't do this on any dates. I mean, she was, with her date with Laverne was behind her and giving her the whole, ghost, Patrick Swayze, move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She seemed like
tackled her.
Yeah, she seemed like she was willing to listen to Laverne. Like she was really inquisitive about the true Laverne.
I don't think they're doing anything wrong. Yeah,
it's part of this process, and you do have a conversation with your person, like, "Hey, I'm feeling you," so forth, so on. But you're also going to go through the process. And you just let whatever comes out in the wash come. I think they're in a confident place in their relationship, which I like. Let each other do what each other got to do. And then at the end of the day, like if I'm married, my wife can do whatever she wants. She can go to lunch with a dude, as long as I'm not paying for it, first of all. And as long as she coming home. I know she coming home too. She knows and he knows what they're going to do at the end of the day. Once you make that original connection, there's nothing stopping that.
So pretty much what y'all saying is Cliff done already picked his wife. He just not gonna say it and tell everybody on TV on the screen.
Yeah. And you can even see though when
Tyrone, is that what's going on right now? So Clifton had picked.
He batting 0 right now. Don't.
So Clifton got his wife. Clifton got his lady. So Clifton got his. So his wife is Joy, but he just not gonna say nothing. He just not gonna tell nobody.
He been telling everybody though. Every single thing. He been telling everybody.
I love you.
I don't want to
be gonna play the game like Tyrone did. He just not gonna play it out loud outside of his head.
Yeah, I don't want to be crass, but honestly, I just think Cliff trying to.
Who, Dakia?
All of them.
Right. So like it's still like the way that is playing out, right? Like they only have each of them only have 1 or 2 connections. So at any moment, any one of them can get voted off simply because they don't have no connections.
And let's not forget, last week Cliff had a lot of votes against him. So you know, Joy told him something. She like, look, you better try to act
if we're gonna make it to this couch.
But that crap got her on the bottom this episode.
Yeah, she didn't repeat that. She didn't say it to herself. She just said it to herself.
Yeah, she doubled down. Like, you don't have any shot in hell. Like, we doing high fives. I was like, if you didn't know you was friend zone, this right here,
Yo, Joy makes this face. She makes this face where she raises her eyebrows, or she does this thing where she lets the dude know that he ain't the one.
Yeah.
I know what face you're talking about. Yeah. So
I can't make it.
So Clifton definitely orders the oysters, and she says she really don't eat oysters like that. And he was like, you know, pretty much I want to give you one. And he asked her, like, you know, about her like gagging and stuff like that. And she mentions that her gag reflexes are pretty strong.
Yeah.
And she eats it, and he was just like, you just wanted me to put something, or she said, you just wanted to put something in my mouth. And he was like, abso-freaking-lutely.
That's just friendly banter.
Okay.
So next up we have Paul and Joy.
That's my man, Papa. That is my man.
I like Paul too.
I'm Team Paul.
I call him Papa.
Yeah,
he's slowly growing. He's slowly growing on me.
He talks like he's from Houston. We talk a little slower than screwed, you know what I mean? So when he gets the thought out, it's a process.
He done forgot his own thought by the time he got it out.
Yeah. I like that though. That's like home, man.
Right. This day was so weird to me. Paul was like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I want to just explore all my options. And she like, well, I'm not an option. He like, yeah, I completely understand. I feel you. I feel exactly. Because I knew when you had kissed it, Cliff, I just wanted to make sure that, you know, I just asked you out as a friend. You know,
that's how he started it.
Joy came in a friend outfit. She was like, "You ain't seeing none of this body at all."
Right. The dress was banging though. The dress was.
She looked like she wants an African dinner though. She ain't got nothing up.
She came like, "I am ready to go back home to go to bed." Okay.
Maybe she didn't know it was Paul. I don't think she knew it was Paul.
She said if it ain't anybody outside of Cliff, she don't care.
I mean, I think that's clear. That's clear.
Right. She texts Cliff, you on a date right now? Am I meeting you somewhere? He's like, nah, I'm at the house. He's like, shit, let me go and put on this nightwear. I'm
Right. The only thing missing was the bonnet.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even gonna waste one of my good outfits. I'm gonna go
right. Ooh, is that a dig? Is that a dig, Sabrina?
What?
Oh, you know. Somebody actually said that to me.
What?
Had I known it was you, I would have wore a different outfit.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh,
Sabrina, did you say that?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
Oh no, damn. Sabrina.
Come on, who was it?
I was only on screen with 2 or 3 people.
I was getting ready to say.
Okay, since he don't want to say it, Sabrina, you say it.
I can't remember.
The only other person I was on screen with.
I don't know. There's so much happened with our season.
No, it was Carrie. It was Carrie. I always tease her about it too.
Oh, that's right.
She said it on screen, didn't she?
I don't know if she said it on screen, but she definitely said that shit.
Oh wow!
Damn!
That cut real deep.
Did she apologize? I can see her apologizing. Like,
no.
You said no.
Damn.
Did she high five you though? Did she?
Yeah, I was trying to be nice. She was like, corny. That's corny. She was really on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No comment.
It's all good. It's all
No
good.
comment at all on that one.
That's funny. But no, that is true though, because it was only certain things that we could wear on screen, on TV, on our dates, on everything, and they had to approve all of it. So yeah, you wanted to make sure that you pick certain outfits for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you ran out of outfits, like all of us, we had to go and buy more clothes.
Yeah.
So we was running out of clothes.
I had to get bags shipped up there. I had 2 extra bags shipped because I was like, y'all not about to put a whole month's worth of clothes in here and y'all send me home in a week. That's what's not gonna happen.
Right. Won't have me leaving out of here with won't have me leaving out here with 5 pieces of luggage.
Right.
That's
the worst.
Sean, you packing up?
5 pieces of luggage, you was only there 3 days. Like,
right.
Sean, you packing up, dropping your bags down the hall, trying to get.
Oh, shoot, that makes sense.
Paul walked into this date saying that he knows about Joy's strong connection already.
Yeah,
right?
like
So,
she walks in saying that this is a platonic date. Yeah, just let me know.
in the confessional, right? Did she say it in the confessional or?
Hey.
No,
she said that in the confessional.
She said in the confessional.
Yeah, it was in the confessional that it was platonic.
Okay.
Clearly, I think that was the.
Yeah,
that was the phrase, right?
Clearly, yeah, she wasn't feeling Papa.
She made all the conversation platonic, though. She made sure he understood, like.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah.
COVID rules, 6 feet.
Yeah, especially when Paul asked Joy, he was like, "What inspired you to be so bold to kiss Cliff?" And she was like, "Bold." She's like, "I've been dying to kiss Cliff."
Yeah. Right.
Baby, she had me dying. I was on the floor.
I've been dying to kiss that man.
The look on his face, he was like, "Well."
Exactly. She did give him the whelp. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was. Now you talk about awkward. That was awkward. That whole
bang bang. Bang bang.
Hey, she died with that one too.
Bang bang.
Joy was an episode.
Joy is up there like pull.
Right.
Pull. Just
shooting them down.
Right. And Joy, you talk about don't get right. Somebody in the chat said Joy don't be giving a and she don't.
No, she be classy with it. She keep it classy.
She keep it classy, but she gonna say it. She gonna say it.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Combo of dating. She was blocking everything.
Joy's whole conversation be like, respectfully, it's a no for me.
Right. No for me, dog.
No for me, dog.
Yeah, I like Joy. I like
the woman that'll stand her ground and she's not trying to entertain everybody. I like the one that can everybody get. You know.
Yeah.
That's attractive.
Listen, Joy is my inner spirit because when I'm not trying to feel you, like I'll be cordial and all this, but it's like, why am I here? Because I'm not even trying to fake it with you. I'm not trying to lie to you. I'm just
right.
You the type to pull out your whole your schedule for tomorrow. Like, well, early morning.
Yeah, I really am. Right now.
It's time to go. I shouldn't even came. I tell people all the time, if I got the fake smile, I ain't gonna come, y'all. I ain't coming.
Right. It's 3 p.m. already. Jesus.
Right. Dude, like, it's still happy hour. You're like, yeah, I'd get up early.
Right. It's only 4:30. It's only 4:30.
Did we meet people? What's happening?
Right.
We didn't even order a meal yet. Oh, damn, really? Ooh.
Yo,
not even hungry. I got
10 minutes in, Joey's like, "So, Paul, what you getting into?" Because
but you know what? Sometimes you gotta, and ladies,
shit, I'm tired.
Sabrina and Joy, y'all back me up on this one. That's when you got to take that trip to the bathroom and call your friend and be like, "Girl, call me in 10 minutes."
That part.
It's already out there before we get there. Like, look,
right.
I know who I'm here with.
Exactly. Like, listen,
text me.
I'm about to run into this date. Call me in about 10-15 minutes. I'll let you know. And we'll take it from there. Yeah, I've had to do that too. Set it up before I even go in.
You got that set up.
I'll text you after I order my food, girl.
I was getting ready to say, let me tell you how real I am. I'm one of these people. If I go on a date with somebody, it's been 10, 15 minutes in. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm going to be like, Mark, I think you are a great guy. I know I've only been here for 15 minutes. Like, I don't even want you to have to buy this meal tonight. I don't even want you to do it. You could just buy this one drink that I had, but unfortunately, I just don't feel a connection, and I don't want to waste my time or yours. So I think it's best if we just go ahead and go. Like, I promise to you, I don't care. Like, I got my own money. I could buy my own steak. It's not that serious. And I got a whole thing of oodles and noodles for life in the cupboard. So for real, like, yeah, I'm not even gonna sit there and act like I just can't do it. I did it when I was younger. I refuse to do it now when I'm older. Time. We getting old. I'm getting old. I don't know how old y'all are. I'm old. I don't got time to be wasting my time. So,
unless it was flowers, because you would have took them shits.
He told me I could take the flowers.
Y'all going to? I'm gonna have to separate you two further. Jay,
he told me I could take the flowers. I asked him. I was like, I know I just like dumped you and everything. I was like, my bad. I was like, but can I still take the flowers? I was like, I don't got to take the flowers. He was like, just take the flowers. Just take the flowers. They're your flowers. I was brought them for you. What I'm gonna do with the flowers? I was like, thank you. He was pissed. He was mad as shit.
Like, I don't even know if I want these flowers anymore. This energy is negative.
That's some petty ass shit. I'm sorry. I don't know. But that's just Sabrina.
Yo,
you gonna take his dignity and the flowers? That's what you're doing?
He told me I could take the flowers.
No. You asked, and of course he has to tell you.
Well, because I was like, well, what you gonna do with the flowers?
Hopefully find somebody that actually wants him to give them to. That's what I would hope for the flowers.
I was like, I don't gotta take the flowers. It's not that serious. He was like, no, just take the flowers.
I'll argue with you about the flowers at this point. Like at this point, it's like, man, take it. You want my shoes too? Go ahead. Like, dignity shoes, flowers.
Eat the cake.
Take everything.
He was real mad at me. He was real mad. I just didn't know how to, because for real, and that's the part that y'all didn't see. Like in real life, he went on me. I was like, Dad, it was so funny because I was like, I just want to let you know our journey ends here. And then I was like, and nobody was saying anything, and we were still rolling. And I was like, okay. And he already told me I could take the flowers. I literally grabbed the flowers and started walking away. And they were like, cut. You got to come back and tell America why exactly you're not choosing him. I was like, are you guys freaking serious? He like, no, she could go. She said what she had to say. She said it. Y'all ain't get it the first time. She could go. Bye, deuces. I was like, Walter.
Ooh. Hey.
I was like, F you and these flowers. I don't even want the flowers. That's why I walked off like I did and took the flowers. Because he was
you should have dropped them on your walk off.
She had to get that one last comment in too.
And F your flowers.
I said it because he had just cussed me out. I was like, oh my God, I had to clutch my pearls. I was like, oh my God.
Damn. She had to get that one last comment in.
Hell yeah.
Because your ass ain't gonna call me.
And another thing, I was about to change it.
I did. Look, I went on his ass too. I went in, and they ain't show none of it. When it was like, come back, you gotta say it. I said it all. I was like, well, you ain't do this, and you ain't do that. And we was at the pool party, you ain't do this. And then remember when that had happened, you did this, and then you didn't do that. And then, yeah, that's why I'm leaving you on a bridge. Like, that's how I was. I must have was so harsh about it because he had just cussed me out damn near. So I was like, oh, okay, nigga. I was like, I got you now. I was like, that's how we going. That's how we going. So yeah, I went on him. So that's why I left away. But they ain't show none of that. I must have went too hard because they ain't show none of that. They just saw me.
That explained that final look he had, though. He was like,
I went on him because I was like, who you talking to like that? I was like, who you think you talking to like that? I was like, see,
came all the way out.
I said, honey,
no, that's Sabrina. That's
just
Sabrina. That's Sabrina right there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I fast forwarded through that. Once she was like, I don't choose. I was like, I don't even want to know. Because I was like that whole thing. I was like, I don't even want to see this. Because I was like, I know that there is nothing she could say that's gonna make that man came down there with. He was ready. He just knew. And I was just like, oh, yeah,
but you can't be ready. You can't be ready the last scene of the whole show. You should have been ready the whole show. He wasn't ready the whole show.
I got it. I'm with you.
a minute.
She having a flashback. She having a flashback.
Okay, joy.
Triggered.
Right, you are triggered. Right, I'm sorry.
But I feel like for him, I think his biggest thing, because I saw this and I was like, and I didn't know you did, Sabrina, right? And I know him.
Yeah.
I was like, I know he mad. He's like, she could have called me about this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't surprise me on the bridge. You got my number. And he felt like y'all had a cool enough situation to where you would have called him and like, hey man, I ain't gonna choose you, just a heads up, you know?
Jay, that was his spiel on every
was a little shocking.
interview he did after that.
But you know what? Yeah. Every time I called, his phone was busy because he was on the phone with somebody else. How about that?
Maintenance. You know how long maintenance keep you on the phone?
You should have seen us in the studio, Jay. Because when we saw it, we was at the reunion when we saw it.
Oh, snap.
So we all at the reunion, like
nobody knew. So the first time everybody saw.
Shit. So all 20 of us on stage, all 20 of us is on stage, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Because I was like, oh shoot.
Oh my gosh. Can you say awkward? Oh
yes.
my God.
So awkward. That was the first time anybody had saw that I didn't choose him and it was at the reunion. And this was before y'all even saw it. So
you didn't tell anybody?
I mean, I told the couple of people that I was cool with on the show, but I don't know. And I don't know who he told because he didn't talk to me no more after that.
All I can see is all the men in the backstage area rating the hug, embrace him like, come on, brother, we understand. Come on.
Right.
They had to have known something. They had to have known something because me and him, we didn't sit by each other. We wasn't sitting by each other. So.
But they kind of keep it interesting. Like they move everybody around throughout the entire time. And so they keep it interesting. So you really don't know unless you know. Ooh. I was feeling for him. I ain't gonna lie, Sabrina. I mean, you know me. I just was like, damn, she did. Yeah. Like it was. I always feel for the dudes because when you just sitting there, then you walked away. So he's sitting on the bridge by himself.
I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling for him too, and I understood exactly why you did what you did, and I gave you kudos. You saw my review. I gave you kudos for it, but I ain't gonna lie, I felt for him too. I was like, dang.
I felt bad too. I did, because I mean, think about how hard it was for me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I really did care about that man, but I was like,
it didn't look hard. It did not look hard.
He said it didn't look hard.
It was flawless. It was flawless. It was beautiful.
You was in the mirror at home practicing it and everything.
I was. I practiced the whole thing.
See?
I sure did. I had to because I was like, I can't get up there and like not know what the freak I'm going to say and be nervous because this is the decision I'm going to make and I'm on national TV doing it. Like I'm about to, embarrass this man on national TV. But the thing is I gave him exactly what he gave me.
Yeah.
The same energy he was giving me is exactly the energy I gave him.
Now I feel bad because I was the only one that didn't feel bad.
I'm
not heartless, but it was just she just kept saying that there's something about him that she doesn't sit right with her, and so that's what I was told.
He was fair.
Yeah, so I was like, if she keeps feeling something that don't sit right with her, and me and a couple of people that was on the panel kept saying that since day one. Yeah, it was just like, okay, I totally don't feel bad.
I said the same thing. Francois in the chat said when they had that whole ex situation, and I said it in my review, I was like, ain't no way in hell that's Walter's ex. Nope, no ma'am, nope. Yeah. I knew someone right then.
It was a lot of things, honestly. Like, and I'm not gonna get into it, and we're not gonna have this whole section about me. But the thing is,
I feel bad when they sent you home, and not because of that one's tears. I actually feel bad, and I really she got on my nerves with her tears. But I was like, child, I felt more for you, Tyrone, going home then.
So Lady J has a heart. It's okay.
I do. I have it's there. It's like the Grinches. It kind of grows.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
I feel bad for when Tyrone went home too. I did.
I did too.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
So quick question, Sabrina. I just want to make sure, is it Celeste or Sabrina? Either way.
You gotta bring her back. She was triggered a little bit.
Hey, Donovan.
Hey, Donovan.
I don't want to address the wrong person, but I feel like you should get a t-shirt line that says "I choose me." I feel like that's I feel like you should just get a whole line that says "I choose me." That's your next t-shirt line.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. A lot of people actually told me that. Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't like, this wasn't like a game to me. This was real life, because my thing is if I'm choosing him, and because my daughter knew that I was on the show. My daughter is a young little woman. She's 9 years old. So she knew I was on the show. She knew it was a dating show. I mean, she told me before I even started filming, she was like, "Mommy, I think you're going to really find someone this time." And I was like, it was serious, y'all. Like, I took it very serious. And I was like, "Really, baby?" She was like, "Yep, I feel it. I feel it. Like, I promise on everything. I'll raise my right hand." And she was like, "I feel like you're going to be." And I was like, "Do you really?" She was like, "Yep." She was like, "We just got to pray about it." And I was like, "Oh." So I wasn't trying to end up on TV where she going to watch it one day, see that I left with him. And she like, "Well, what happened, Mommy?" Like, I don't want to have to be able to answer her and be like, "Well, baby, it wasn't real," or, "Well, baby, it was," you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't work. Like, I don't want her to see me go through another failed relationship. That's just something that I wasn't trying to do, televised or not.
That's true.
That's real.
Respect.
I'm joking about it, but I respected that you did it that way. I still felt for Walter though, but I respected the fact you did it that way, because it was like, well, if we're friends, then that's maybe a choice that I would have made to tell you up front. But if we're not talking on a regular basis and we're not friends, then why would I give you friend benefits when we're not there?
That's the point that I was trying to make. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we were friends and as close as you said that we were, I don't care how much you working and how much, like, everybody's busy, but you make time for what you want to make time for.
Facts. Now that, say that again.
You make time for what you want to make time for. I mean, I know, because I've dealt with someone that was a busy person, way busier than what he was on the show. And they made time for me every day, every hour or 2 hours. I was getting a text, a phone call or something. And with Walter, I wasn't getting anything towards the last week. And I'm like, if we as close as you say, how come I don't hear from you? Just to even shoot the Sugar Honey Iced Tea with me, just to shoot it. "Hey, girl, what's up? What you doing, girl? How was your day today?" I wasn't getting that.
So about this date with Paul and Joy, right?
Right.
That's right. Bring it back around, Tyrone. Bring it back around.
Y'all brought Sabrina back out, so let's come on back, baby. Come on back.
But I think we were finished with this, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just like she was finished with Paul.
Mm-hmm.
We just call that the high five date. If Curve was a person.
That's a great meme.
Right.
I love it.
Right. If she would have walked up and basically said, "Hey, buddy," like, God.
You gotta get her when she do that bang bang part, though.
Right.
You gotta respect Paul. This is the second time Paul don't had a date with her though. Paul ain't afraid to go at him.
Listen,
Yeah.
Papa,
That's what I like about
Papa
him.
ain't playing with y'all.
You said Papa is so funny when you
Listen, but he comes in the chat and I call him Papa on my reviews. And when he comes in the chat, I be calling him Papa. I said, "Does that bother you when I call you Papa?" And Paul, he don't care. He's like, "You fine."
He cares.
Yeah.
He cares. He said he don't care.
You say he cares. You gonna make him care.
We talked about that. He said he don't care, but he cares.
He don't care anymore.
Well, if he said he care, I'll
Yeah.
stop saying it. But he said I asked him because he looked like a Papa to me. But go ahead.
You fine. He don't care anymore. It hurt him at first.
Oh, he hurt him at first. Oh, I didn't mean
not you, but it was a lot of people. He was like, it was a lot of people's reviews was a little stinging a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably one.
Let him tell it. It doesn't bother. He says it doesn't bother him. He said it last night. You heard him.
That's what I said. Not anymore. It doesn't bother no more. He learned to take that and laugh at himself and laugh with you guys and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Shout out to J-Dubs because he was like, "You."
Because I don't think I'm mean in my reviews, but I will come up with a nickname. I will give you a nickname because a lot of times I give nicknames because I can't remember everybody's name. It's 14 people or however many people. It's too many people in the beginning. So I will give a nickname in a minute. So that was just his nickname, Papa.
Yeah.
I almost want to know what my nickname was, but I don't even want to. I'm good.
Oh no, you were Jay.
Okay.
I remembered you, Jay. You were Jay.
I appreciate that.
Chocolate. Smooth chocolate.
It might have been chocolate. It might have been. I know.
You had a couple of chocolates. There was a couple of chocolates on your show, but you was like smooth chocolate, something like that.
Everybody loved Jay, honey. Jay, come on. They be like, Jay, it's Jay. Hey,
I might have called you like, I think I
Hey,
called
turn
you
your camera off. She was talking about me.
Love it.
Yeah. I think I was calling you GQ or something because you was always dressed. You did not have a down day. You were always. I think I might have called you GQ. I don't know. But
I heard that from a couple of places they was calling GQ, so you might have been one of them. I heard.
Might have been, yeah.
All right. I was gonna be like one of them, like you had from Brian, like Mr. Room to Room, or one of them. I was like, don't do me like that.
Somebody called you Mr. Room to Room.
No. They was calling Brian that because you literally went from one girl room to the next girl room in the same. Like I don't even think they cut cameras.
Doing a lot.
They showed the timestamps and all. I was like, oh,
right now that's the thing about the resort. Y'all, they couldn't get away with nothing with those resorts. With that resort, oh my gosh, they at the reunion, oh my gosh, they told it all.
Did y'all know that we didn't even have a key to our room?
No.
What?
We did not even have a key to our room. Like I didn't realize how ticked off I was until I got back. And I was like, yo, they literally, so when we left our room, we'd have to leave the door like the latch thing so it wouldn't close all the way. So anybody can go in your room at any time. They went in there and took my cell phone from me one time. I felt like I was in Bad Kid Summer Camp. Man, it was,
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. It was, They had absolute control over us. So we take from like 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day. I mean, 12 a.m. every day.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's a lot right there.
Yeah, we was on the yard. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Next day. It triggered me.
It triggered.
I don't even close doors around my house no more. Just
I think we all got triggers. Like if we was on the show, each one of us got our own little trigger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? From the show. But anywho, yeah, you're right. Wow, I didn't know that. I would definitely feel some type of way if I couldn't
absolutely
have the privacy and meet a whole nother on an island somewhere. Oh my God, no.
You gonna be mad at me because I ain't gonna go film. I'm gonna be sitting in my room. I can't leave my stuff. I'll be walking out with my stuff.
Right, got anxiety.
I guess they did that so y'all wouldn't just go in y'all room whenever and like get away from filming. But like you said, y'all just propped the door open, so you still did it if you wanted to. I guess I don't know.
Well, no. So in order to leave your room, you had to basically you couldn't just leave your room. So they had to escort you wherever, and they also had and you had to get mic'd up and be on camera. Yeah.
That's
like,
okay.
If you left your room, you had to be mic'd up because they didn't want anything. There was literally nothing that was not caught on camera or on.
Well, we saw that the creeping that was going on. Yeah. We saw that.
But you know what? Everybody was in everybody's room at night. Like we would film a whole day, and then some of the dudes would be in each other's rooms, some of the girls would be in each other's, some of the guys' rooms, just chilling. You know, at the end of the night. So because once cameras went down at midnight, then everybody would, they only show one person. But
I ain't gonna lie, I would have been at wherever the snacks was.
Thank you. Plates. That's all.
That's wherever the snacks is. That's where I'm going. If they in the room, that's where I'm gonna be. Yeah, man. After if you film, Tyrone, you've been on set already. Now you know. After you've been filming all day, and they don't let you eat when you hungry.
Exactly. Yeah, I would have had an attitude.
Yeah. I'm a hangry type person. I'm serious.
Me too. I be getting hangry too. So the next date is Laverne and Ace, and I don't know, y'all. Laverne talking about marrying her and Christmas trees and getting her gifts, and she the one, and that's my Michelle Obama. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. What y'all think? Do y'all think? Okay, so Ace comes in. He got her a gift. It's some kind of body butter rub. He rubs it into her arm. He stands up. He puts a napkin on her lap. He's feeding her food. He talking about, I just need to let you know. Yeah, I'm trying. What we doing? Like we going off on the sunset with each other. Like, what's up? What's up? What y'all think about? Do you think Laverne is like serious about Ace like that? Like in real life?
First of all, here's the real question. Do you put Michelle Obama, Beyonce, God, Move, the Stars, Sabrina 2.3, 5, 6, and 7 on number 2? How we get to number 2 and you've been naming her the whole time as your top? I am so confused.
That's true.
That's what I said. When did Ace become his number 2? Because 2 weeks ago, like Jay just said, Ace was the sun, the moon, the stars, the beginning, the middle, the alpha, the omega. Like, when did she become number 2? And you said Joy was number 1. Does Joy know she your number 1? Because you're not hers. And I'm just like, it's something about Laverne that don't sit right with me. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. It is something about Laverne that just don't sit right with me, y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something with me too.
Sip a little more, Tyrone. Sip a little more.
Right. I mean, I'm not, and again, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying it's something about him that I'm just, because that was weird to me that Ace was his number 2. That was weird to me.
I mean, I've said it about Laverne every single episode, and it's because like the dudes we pay attention to the dudes. I mean, not saying it that way, but
say that.
Like we notice, like you notice it, right? Like, and for some reason we're just like extra critical of the dudes because you hang out with dudes your whole life. So if something is different, something is off, you're gonna notice that. And I've been saying that, like, there's this subconscious desire for validation with Vern that has been there every single scene, every single episode. He may not know that he's doing it, but it's coming off like he needs someone or something to feel like someone to say like, he's being validated, or he's, that person likes him or whatever. And it came out again in the scene. There was a little couple comments that had come out. But I feel like at this point, everyone's choosing already. You know what I mean? Everyone's choosing. At the pool party, the ladies basically said, Laverne was absent. And Ace hasn't said anything negative about him. Ace still was, willing to, say nice things about him in the deliberations. He went from saying joy is me, 1 week to now, seeing where things are going with Laverne. And I feel like he tried to do his best to explain it, basically saying, he wants to see what it is, where it goes, and, those things. And I think that's just what it is, right? He's just trying to solidify a connection. We've been there, right? No.
I hear you. Listen, I hear you. I'm gonna say like I did on Coach O's panel Saturday. He's playing up for the camera a bit and whatnot, but she is more of a balance for him. His personality is on the extreme extrovert type, and hers is more on the extreme introvert. So they can meet in the middle. Everybody else's personality will push him over the edge, or they'll both be tipping the scale together. If Joy is like him, that means Joy is out there. She's fun and all this stuff, but that can be a problem in the long run because Laverne likes the attention on Laverne, period. So he needs somebody that doesn't mind giving him the attention he needs and sitting back while everybody else gives him the attention that he needs. Because like you say, Tyrone, he needs that validation. As much as Laverne loves to believe he is confident, he's not. He needs everybody to pour into his confidence, and that's what Ace does for him. Ace sits back. She makes him feel like he's very educated and tells us because he's finishing her thoughts or resentencing her thoughts for her and things like that. She doesn't make him feel any type of way about doing it. Other women might do that for him. And so that's why they say he's negative and get this negative side of him, because now he has to try to reposition himself to regain his footing over him. With Ace, she just lets him be. I just worry about if this goes further, how long will she be able to handle that? Because that's draining on a person to constantly have to pour into you and into myself at the same time. And granted, she is peace and all this stuff, but you're taking away her peace every time you have to do that. You're not putting nothing back into her. And, you know, if he can maintain doing these little acts like she likes and dim it down some of his need, it could actually possibly work. But does Ace really feel him? That's what my question is. Do she really like him?
I mean, he did get a fist bump, right?
I think Ace likes him.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think Ace likes him.
And I think he really likes her.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of rubbing kind of hard though. I was like, "You gonna break her arm, Sam?" When
She was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Oh, little rough."
Say he used to compete, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, he used to do bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like even when he gave her the gift, I guess the body butter, he was like, "You like that type of stuff, right? You like?" So I see what you're talking about, Ty. Like, because he was kind of wanting whatever her response was to his gift. Like, did I do good? Did I, needing that affirmation? So
yeah, I think it was a little something more after that.
Yeah, he did something else after that.
Yeah, I think he basically was trying to confirm with her, saying, "Hey, this is what you could do. You could tell them that you don't need nobody else, and that Vern is the man. Vern is your number one, and everybody else can go," or something like that. He was saying.
Yeah, and we can go off to the sunset together.
Yeah, I do like the way Ace acts, and not asks who's your number one or number two or whatever, but she was just like, where do we go from here? I love that. That was like the best way to find out where you stand in that person's thing without just saying, am I your number one? Do you choose me? Who you choosing?
Right.
So, I like Ace. I'm sorry. I like her.
I like Ace.
I like Ace too.
She got a dope vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Ace too.
But he ready though, because she was like, I thought we was just talking about the Christmas trees, and then he was like, yeah, we were, but now I'm looking at your present, see what you get. And I mean, and to hop forward real quick just for a second, he even mentions it in the lounge. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we talking about future endeavors. And they was like, well, where's the ring, dude? Like, what's going on?
Right, like you doing a lot.
Yeah. Though I get what you're saying. Sorry, Sabrina, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
though I get what you're saying, Tyrone, on that part, and Jay on that part where he's looking for the validation. But I think on that part too is because everybody knows he likes to talk a lot, and it just kind of shows that he was a bit attentive to her, that to know that she likes body butters and those type of things. And so I think he was just trying to let her know, like, look, I did pay attention. It is still looking for the validation, but
yeah.
Like, look, I can be attentive to at least when I want to.
I don't know. Well, maybe he's trying to solidify his connections, because if you think about it, other than for real, other than Ace, who does Laverne have?
Because he was like he was on the bottom last week, and maybe the week before that. I don't think he had a good week before that.
No, because the week before that was when they were at the beach house, and all the ladies were like, he was being real standoffish. He wasn't talking to anybody. So I agree. I don't think he's had a good couple of weeks.
Who does Ace have is behind too?
Was that last week when he was like, "You're not gonna get the real me. You got to earn that."
Yeah, that was him last week. Yeah,
I thought that was a little aggressive, man. Like,
very
protecting yourself from outside stuff, but you're in a process where you open yourself up to all of that. And I think that probably lowered him down. Even if he had some shots, that definitely lowered him down to where, because the girls talk, y'all talk like, "Oh man, dude went off on me," and blah 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 blah. Like, that was a little bit, a little bit much.
Yeah, because
he came in hot though in his defense. Precious came in hot in his defense though. I'm not a big Laverne fan, but she was a little high on the energy.
Aggressive.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Very.
Can we say that word? I mean, Todd, that's kind of
in the proper context. In the proper context.
I was gonna say, if you're being aggressive, you can say aggressive if it's appropriate, in my opinion.
Okay. But the person you're saying it about don't never think that they're aggressive, so they saying that you shouldn't be saying it because it's in the context, and they don't think that they being aggressive, even though that they are being aggressive. But you can't say it because they don't agree, and then they the person that's actually showing the aggression.
If Mama call him Cassius K, I'm gonna call him Cassius K.
Okay.
I feel you, Sabrina, though. They never do.
So it'll never fit the narrative because they'll never agree with it, unfortunately. Jeez.
This date was weird for me.
This
was uncomfortable.
This made me very uncomfortable. This whole date was very cringeworthy. It made me uncomfortable. It made me lose some respect for Tori. Because I feel like his only interest in inviting her out was to get her drunk and take her home.
Yeah, my God, thank you.
He's trying to get his masculinity back after everything that happened with Sabrina too.
That's exactly what he was in his feelings.
Yeah, he put himself out there, and it kind of backfired on him, and so now he feels like he needs the validation of another woman's interest.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he came out of the gate with it, which you have to let that warm up. You know, like you can't force something like that. So it made somebody who's normally relatively aggressive. I'm sorry, I can't say that word.
No, not in this context.
You can say forceful. Okay.
Add the word sexually aggressive.
There you go.
Okay. So when she's normally kind of sexually the aggressor, you saw her pull back, and I was like, "Whoa, bro! You've done a lot if she's reacting that way."
Mm-hmm.
She pulled all the way back.
Yeah, it was all in her face and everything too, because he brought up the whole kidney thing again, and she was like, why you?
Right.
She wasn't feeling him.
That's not cute at all.
So you're the kidney smasher.
Right.
It was just a turn off from the beginning. Just the fact that he kind of seemed like he's a little intoxicated from the start. Like you already got shots waiting, you've been drinking, and you kind of fumbling through a whole bunch of this right now. So it's just it was just a bad look on his part all the way.
Yeah, it definitely did seem like the drinks was kicking in.
Yeah. And then he was like, let's take a shot. And then they took a shot. And then he was like, all right, let's get serious. She was like, no, what we gonna do is we gonna flip it. And she started to ask him all these serious questions. And he was like, let's take a shot real quick. And I was like, dang. And she even looked like, dang, another shot. Like, so, and for Precious to the party girl, for her to kind of look like that, he must have was doing a lot. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, I definitely, that was cringeworthy for me.
And I felt bad in that moment because she was trying to just, I don't agree with her having to prove herself, that she got multiple facets of herself, because we all do, but she was actually just trying to show a different side of herself. And he just like,
oh, you don't want to smash? Now you're gonna be at the bottom.
Right.
Oh, he was so disrespectful with that one. I said, oh, I had you up there when you took the blocks down. You need to put them back up now. Put them back up.
I can see him going home next time.
I can see him and Laverne. I could see him and Laverne being in the bottom.
Yep.
He said, didn't he say the only thing that this date solidified was, he said the date and the kiss just solidified that there was nothing there.
Yeah, she even said it. She looked like she was appalled. What did she say? She was like, if I'm gonna kiss somebody, like I want it to be on a passionate romantic level where I'm actually like in love with the person, or I love the person. She was like, I don't feel like that about him.
Right.
Like she kind of sounded like she was offended, but didn't want to go too deep into it, like on camera or whatever.
Yeah.
But she felt some type of way, like, Dad, like I want to be nice on camera, like I'm gonna lean in and kiss you too, but like I really wasn't trying to kiss you like that. I just wanted to try to get to know you a little bit more.
It was almost like, did this dude just try to treat me like a hoe on national TV?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And I feel like right. And I feel like what he said in his confessional was in response to probably what her reaction was off camera. When he was like, all this did was solidify that there's no connection, I feel like he was saying that because she probably said that to him, like, yeah, I'm not really feeling this, and I'm gonna go ahead and go home. Had the date went differently, I don't feel like his response would have been that.
Facts.
That's the most forced date that I've seen on here. That was worse than the high five date, you know.
I mean, there's friendship there. This don't have anything. Like,
yeah, that's like, when you see me next time, don't say nothing.
Right. Yeah, that's
on by.
The man told her he want to get in a fetal position because it's cold in the room for her. Like, are you serious, bro? Like,
listen, the minute he started talking about something, he was gonna rearrange my internal organs. That does not turn me on. That's not cute.
Right.
That's not sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing sexy about that. Like, what do you?
No.
He got into detail.
Right.
Like, when you feel like you need to, when you feel like you need to pee.
Yes, that right there, Tyrone. I was like, she was asking the question, "Are you the kid?" And he said, "Yeah." Let me explain what I was meaning. Like, wait, no.
Right? Yeah, like that's
I
not
feel like that was some leftover college Tory. You know what I'm saying? And he just held on to it for a while.
You need to let it go.
It was. And if you're the kidney smasher, you don't really tell girls that. You surprise them with
Exactly.
you want to, you know.
Right.
Exactly. You ain't trying to turn them off, scare them off. You just like, surprise them.
And trust me, if I see it and if it looks like it's going to rearrange anything in there, I don't want it in real life.
Sabrina.
Come on.
Jay, like, please just say, come on.
Like, I said that I just want to fill her up. I don't want it to overflow. Like, I don't want it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to,
You would
yeah.
at least give it a try, though, right?
Not if it's like that. No, if it's gonna rearrange stuff and hit my kidneys.
Come on,
but see, Tyrone, that's why I say you gotta just surprise her. You just gotta surprise her. Just catch it up. You don't like it. I know you was working with all that. I'm here now. I'm here now. I gotta try it. But you know, if you're gonna tell her before, she's like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've said no before. I've been like, I'm not doing that. That's not me. I'm not doing it. No.
Oh, yeah, turn the lights off. A sneak move.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
I can't.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Y'all crazy.
That was a lot for the OWN network. I feel like that was some VH1. You know,
that was a bit much. That was definitely that was a lot.
I really feel like his male ego, he felt like he needed to get it back. And I'm sure looking back at it when he saw that episode air, he was like, "Oh man, I didn't see
he still got the drink in his hand?"
Yeah.
Well, they just
I think it was the lemon or the lime or something.
Oh, okay.
Look at that. Okay. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Look at that.
Well, her eyes were already closed because he was cleaning off her mouth. That was just after he's like, you got something on your mouth. And he did reach in to clean off her mouth and then did the kiss.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure why her eyes was closed. I don't know why her eyes were closed, why he's cleaning off her mouth. But
I feel like she thought about it for a second. Her instincts kicked in and then she kissed him back.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think she just kissed him because he leaned in. It felt natural to lean in forward and like, oh God, is he trying to? Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was just one of those situations, and then I think it was just kind of like, dang, I wish I ain't kiss him, but it probably happened so fast, and you know.
And here's the thing about it: she doesn't want to be in somebody's bottom, right? And so you're constantly you want to kind of get along to get along, and you don't want to. Even though it's on him, she could end up going if they end up going to the gentleman's lounge and a female has to go, then she's the one to go because she didn't give him a little bit of peck, you know. So.
But that's just even more disgusting. Like you're so disrespectful. Like you are so disrespectful in that moment. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because if I got to give you some for me to stay here, vote me, send me home, please. Have the car outside this date. You can have the car outside this date because I'll just go ahead.
So you know, you probably would have went home. Or you would have self-eliminated after the second day. Like I don't like none of these dudes. I'm out. And we're like,
my behind been over there hitting on women. Be like, oh, God, Jesus. I'm talking to the cameraman and everything. Like, how y'all doing?
Which one were you going for?
Huh? On this season?
If you can hunt, you can hear.
I sure can, huh?
Right.
Some of the staff was fine though. Some of the staff was fine.
We know you like to hit. You like to shoot your shot outside the arena. The host is not on the table, Ty.
I was like, "Shit, you here? What's up?"
What staff?
He talk about.
Ain't nothing, Celeste. It's nothing.
No, what staff? Celeste want to know.
You forgot who he was hitting on. He shot his shot.
Oh, you talking about the host?
No, I'm talking about the
production. He actually talking about production people.
Really? You thought
might be?
We did have a camera woman that was.
I took notes.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing.
I thought Dawn was cute.
Interesting.
Dawn, Melanie, Shada. She was married though, I think. Let me stop. Let me
Jesus,
stop.
Tyrone.
I don't
Was there
remember
anybody
none
you
of
didn't
those
think was
people.
cute?
No, I mean I actually did take notes because I wanted to remember everybody's names. And then
I
I
don't
left.
remember none of those people that you're saying.
Well, it was day one when they was driving us up everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So we was in a totally different waiting area than y'all.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
whew, and it was hot that day, so there was.
It was that orange dress was
wearing
sticking
comfortable
to
stuff.
For everybody that's in the chat that's talking about Tyrone taking shots, I call Tyrone the logo. So like the like on the basketball court, you know what I mean? So, but he takes the right shots. He's not just shooting every shot. He's selective with his shots, man. It's a smart move.
He trying to be Steph Curry with the
Let's
shots.
move on.
Okay, Steph Curry and
So where we at?
I'm
We
single.
Tyrone, me. What's next?
I'm single.
He's single, yeah. We are at the men's lounge. And yeah, this was okay. So y'all okay. So pretty much
guy code wise, there was so much wrong.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. That's why I'm like, it's so much to say about this lounge because this is when, remember, Demetrius gets into it with freaking Laverne, and then Eric like, I don't need no advice.
Right.
And then it was a lot. It was a lot.
So I think it's a difference because like dudes do have conversations where we're like, yo, if you care about her, just say it. Let us know because we don't want to hear you bitching about it later. She gets scooped up if you ain't express your feelings. But to pretty much say like, if you care about somebody, just let it be known. I think that's a different tone, and I think at that point, you could just tell that they're just visibly frustrated with just hearing Laverne because.
Yeah, I think that was editing.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that one comment that garnered the response.
No.
I feel like that Laverne must have gone on for like a minute because you're right. It was like he made this comment and then it seemed like everybody was irritated with him. I didn't think his comment was out of pocket, but clearly there was more there that we didn't see because all of them seemed like they were. I mean, even Donovan, and that was his first. He was like, yo, I don't know who this dude think he's talking to. And I was just like, okay, you don't really get that sort of energy from Donovan. Really, even Demetrius. So for both of them to kind of be like, yo, I don't know.
Right. So remember, Jay, I was saying like the things really stick out with the fellas, like our fellas, like we was mad respectful, with each other.
And
we weren't seeing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, when y'all just started making a pact, we can't vote off certain people because they got a connection.
And we weren't seeing that. And we were literally seeing things, specifically from Laverne, just being a little bit disrespectful to the other fellas and just doing things and saying things that we wouldn't have even thought about saying. So yeah, maybe they just frustrated with his ass.
It was out of pocket, man. I mean, you see everybody's attention on everybody's face. Even Tommy was like, okay.
Right.
Because in the men's lounge, like even though you might be going for the same women, there's still a certain level of respect where you would respect each other's process. And to disrespect somebody else's process, I mean, this is what 6-7 grown ass men.
Yeah.
Right.
Who you to tell me what to do? Like you're not my mammy or my daddy.
Yeah.
So I just it was and even all the way getting down to the final episodes, everybody in the Gentleman's Lounge, we always kept simple and 100 with each other. There was we had, I don't know, what is it, 10 of those lounges, 8 of those lounges, and it was always, man, we just cool. Like we might not agree on something, but we always kept it 100 with each other. So that's the first one I've ever seen to where there was tension like that,
Yeah. That's what somebody just asked in the chat, asked you and Tyrone, did y'all ever had any issues like that? I was going to say, just from me watching the show, I'd never seen you guys get into it
Mm-mm.
ever.
It's
This is
just
the
like,
first.
it's like being in Switzerland. It's all peace right there. And the guys don't really get in. If you notice, the guys don't get into it with each other in any of these seasons, really. They really don't.
Mm-mm.
Like the women do. They get carried
Yeah. This is definitely the first. And let's recall too, I mean, looking at Demetrius' face right here, Demetrius was the one who went up to Laverne at the beach house and asked him, "You good?" and all this. And Laverne went, "That he ain't ish, he ain't
I'm
ish,"
good.
all that and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like he already holding all this, like, bro, you don't even like these
Yeah.
dudes. So why are you even speaking? Like,
Exactly.
But he said, I'm still me. And being me means that I need to tell another dude that he ain't shit.
and
So he knows.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, Tyrone.
I was gonna say, so that means that he knows that that's what people know of him, and he seems to be okay with it. And that,
And it's not the
and
first
that's
time
the
he's
difference.
done that.
Yeah.
He's been doing that all through the season. You know, when AP came, that's nobody 1 and nobody 2. You know, you've been taking jabs at these dudes all season. They're tired of your mouth, bro. Like,
yeah.
I missed that.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
So,
When
they
letting
so ain't nothing the same.
On the group date, AP walks in, and it's him, Paul, and was it Cornelius, the other
Tori
dude?
or I don't remember.
Demetrius.
No, it was him, Paul.
Demetrius was there because remember he was quiet. It was Demetrius.
Yeah, and AP walks in and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I think he said like, "I'm Laverne. This is nobody 1 and nobody 2."
Wow.
Sure did.
Yo, that's a chin check moment right there. Like,
but then like when Cornelius came, first thing he says is, "Yeah, he here, but I ain't got nothing to worry about." Like even if that's something you thinking, like you don't say that shit,
right?
You know.
That's a little bit much, man. Especially in this environment, because it really like the lounges. Tommy keeps it so cool. There's it's just not even like that, man. That's crazy.
It's almost looking on everybody's face. They just look like they tired of him.
Yeah,
like,
they
talking.
do. Yeah, even Eric said something, and I wouldn't even expected nothing from Eric.
Right. Eric was like, "I don't need no advice, man." And then Demetrius was like, "Oh, I'm good. I've been doing that from the beginning." And then Donovan was like, I just came into the process. You not gonna bully me into trying to make a connection and trying, you know what I'm saying?
I love Sabrina's playback impressions.
Right.
Because like they are saying like who is in their top, and I feel like that's more than enough. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can't everybody be like me?
1 and 2. What you saying?
Tommy looking like, brother, you trying to take my job?
I mean, I kind of get what he's trying to. I get what he's trying to say, but I probably wouldn't have said it like that.
Speaking of
that, respectful time and place amongst men to say certain things. I've always seen brothers, especially with the lounge, when the lounges.
Look at Tommy's face.
I was like, right on time.
Right.
He was like, well, this was unexpected.
Really?
Right.
Like, that's what we doing? That's what
we go. Tell me about to cut the cameras. Who gave him my lines? Who gave him my cue cards?
Right.
I do feel like they may have cut out like a 15-20 minute, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want to say argument, but it was definitely a discussion.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that was edited down.
Because I see the tension on the people's faces, on their faces.
Yeah.
About how long is y'all deliberations?
Oh, we did at least an hour and a half.
Was it?
Oh,
yeah, at least.
I feel like some of ours were relatively quick.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, some of them were relatively quick, but we had some where, you know,
Oh, my part.
Sis. She came up with them eyebrows again.
Something about them J's.
Face, like,
something about them J's, man. They let you know.
I was about to say I can go back to this. Look, I can go back to this one, but I got this one for y'all too. Hold on, because you know I got my little pictures and stuff. I got my camera. I mean, my computer going a little bit slow. I got that one for you, Jay.
Yes, that's the one where she hit him.
He's like, hold on, I need to take me a drink.
You said that joke hard though, like.
Sure did.
Bang bang, bang bang, bang bang.
Wait, I'm gonna sit y'all. Y'all gotta watch. Not Ready to Love. I don't know.
Yeah, we see that. I didn't see the one for this episode, but them drinks is hilarious.
You gotta watch it for this episode, boy. At this part right here, I was on the floor. They had me dying. Oh, Joy is my inner spirit.
So, Demetrius. So it's only 7 ladies left, and they do mention that at the ladies' lounge. I mean, at the men's lounge, it's only 7 ladies left, and of course, he goes through and he doesn't really talk about who their strongest connections are. They just kind of discuss the dates that they went on. And then, of course, the women that they weren't really feeling, Precious had a couple of votes. They were saying that she, has good vibes, but there's no connection there. They kind of friend zone her. Sabrina's name was brought up. Joy's name was brought up a couple times. And Joy actually meets with Demetrius, and Precious actually meets with Cliff. So it's 2 bubble dates going on. This is Joy meeting with Demetrius. Demetrius says that he called this date because they have never been on a one-on-one. And I didn't like that he did that, because he was trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, I asked for this date for you. Like it was, what is that word? Like he was making it seem like this is a date. Like I wanted to go on a date with you.
Right. Like this was a real date. Right.
Like it was a real date. And I didn't like that what is that word? That, yeah, it was like false, not false advertisement, but anyway. So he called his date because they haven't been on a one-on-one, and he
misleading.
Misleading. Yes, I didn't appreciate that. And he wanted to figure out what was going on between them. And she goes, so you think it's something, right? She was like, so you think it's something going on between us? And he was like, yeah, I do. I was like, what show? This season is it? Hold on, I'm confused a little bit right now.
Yeah.
And I have a lot more to say, but does anyone want to kind of, that just made me feel some type of way, that it was misleading, false pretenses, yes, all that. And then he had the audacity to say that he feels like it's something going on between them. She was like, what? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I'm
right.
Are we all?
But it kind of goes back to the date with Tina. You never even had a conversation with her, but she your number 2. Like it's that same
facts.
Like that delusion.
He dating everybody in his head.
Yeah. Bless her heart. She has a really classy way to say it's a no for me.
Right.
She could have been a whole lot meaner,
Do you guys think she came in hot? Because I know a lot of people was mad the way she came in. I enjoy. Okay, my petty side enjoyed it.
No, I liked it. And if you think about it, she had back-to-back "Why Am I Here" dates.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, I felt where everything she was coming from. She like, man, we need to be narrowing it down. I'm pretty much sold on where I want to be. I've talked, and she literally said, I've talked to you. She named everybody she's been talking to. She was like, I talked to you, I talked to P.O., I talked to Tori, I talked to Clifton. I'm good. I'm solid on who's my top. And that's period. Why do I have to keep playing these games with you guys?
Yeah. I feel like Joy was one of the few people who was genuinely hearing out everyone. And just weeding them out. Even though she had a connection, she was still willing to listen and still being inquisitive. But with her hitting him with the whelp, it is what it is. And I feel like at this point, like they done had tons of conversations, tons of events. They done seen everything they needed to see by this point.
They done been on multiple group dates.
Yeah, and she's basically is like, yo, this is where I'm at, and I don't really see nothing that's going to change that. Right. So I got nothing wrong with it.
I got a question, and I can wait until after everybody has said what they got to say, or I can ask it now.
No, ask it now.
When is too soon or too late to like say I'm good on trying to date around? I know who I want. Like it seems like you guys can't win for losing. Really, you say it too early, you crucify. You say it too late, you crucified. Like,
yeah, I feel like you gotta at least hear everybody out. It don't have to be a date, but by this time, it's been about a week or 2 weeks, right? And if 2 weeks go by and you ain't asked for nobody number at a minimum, and y'all not having no conversations every day, then that person's out. You know what I mean? You're slowly but surely trying to narrow down your choices. So you at least got to hear out everybody and give it a week, because when you know what's going to work for you.
Ask the question again, because I want to make sure I answer it exactly how you asked it.
And just like in this process, when it's too soon to just say, I'm locked in, because we've been seen a couple of times where people say I'm locked in early and then they want to vote that couple off, probably for good reasons. But then later on, you get people that want to say, I just want to go through the whole process. I want to go through the process. And then they still get crucified for taking their time and really feeling it all the way through. They might have some options and they're not sure until the very end.
It just depends on how it's going and how many dates you're doing. Some people don't get as many dates as other people do, it seems like, in the process. And so for me, mine was, I kind of knew my order didn't change from day one. And at the end of the day, I got about halfway through when they had to do the side piece date. And I was pretty much done. I was like, look, I'm good. I know exactly what works for me. And I could see that relationship going, as far as I could go with anything else, further than I can go with anything else, just because our vibe was there. So what energy works for you and what doesn't. And I really feel like that's where she is at this point. She's just like, look, man, I'm good. Like, I'll go through the rest of the process because I have to. But at this point, and it's nothing wrong with other people. You just know what you're compatible with and what works for you long term.
Right.
Yeah. So I was, about halfway through. I guess that's what it was, about day 6, I guess, or filming day wise.
I mean, for them,
yeah.
So did y'all talk about when she asks Demetrius, does he genuinely like someone that's there? Because she feels like that he isn't there for love. He's there to start some ish.
Yeah, and he got defensive again.
I feel like that was her just kind of clapping back at him, though, because of what she said, right? Her whole, what he said, her whole demeanor changed. And she's like, oh, I'm not ready. Okay, well, and then she came with it, though.
But that's the second woman that asked him that, within, I guess, this week time frame, or however long it is that this process was. Because Tina asked him that in the same episode.
At this point, she knew what this date was about. It wasn't a date. It was, you're either staying or you're next in line. You're in the bottom 2.
Yeah.
So once she realized what the date was, then she just kind of gave him that work. She even said at the end, she was like, look, I did just shoot the messenger. I know. And it is what it is. But
I think she was still like being nice about it, saying that, well, I'm trying to figure out what it is. Like, are you trying to do this or are you trying to do that? She didn't say you are trying to do this or that.
But this isn't the time when that conversation is normally had.
But I know what you're saying, Jay, but at the same time, because she came in, she was abrupt with it. She could have waited to hear him out before she went off on him. But at the same time, the question still stands from her and Tina: are you actually here to find somebody? And she was a little bit more harder, like, are you here to find somebody or go to the end? And so that means he's giving off this impression to the women if
that he's genuinely there. Exactly.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying the timing of her saying it on this particular date was more, okay, you come up for me, so I'm gonna come for you.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Get t-shirt, roll on the t-shirt with that.
Yeah, she said, yeah, maybe I did shoot the messenger and I ain't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Demetrius got a lot of love on this cast. It doesn't seem like it.
Well, Demetrius wasn't really showing a lot of love either, though.
Well, I mean, facts. Facts.
Like, it just seemed like he was only doing things that was a convenient situation for him, not necessarily because he was being genuine. I mean, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I feel like he interjected himself when he felt like it was necessary to.
I feel you on that.
No, me being an empathetic person, like I feel like Precious knew immediately what it was when she saw Cliff.
I
You
don't think
know,
so.
I think she knew because she even said, like, where's this coming from? Like, Cliff,
Yeah.
we don't have
yes,
any interaction. Like, I think she knew.
yeah,
But I find that to be interesting because it seems like in the past they, at least it seems like they've always tried to send the person as someone that they had some sort of a connection with. And
Right.
it seemed like this season, it seems like they're sending people, just anybody. I don't know if it's a vote and people just keep losing the vote. Like, I don't want to do it. But it just seems like they're not sending people that these people have any sort of a connection with. Like, for her to not have any sort of, like, they could have sent Paul, you know what I'm saying? They could have sent Laverne. I mean, not Laverne. Who else was it that said she was cool? But they could have sent
Tori.
somebody.
Tori
Well, no,
just
not,
missed
don't send Tori. But it just seemed like, because I think she knew the minute she saw Cliff, and she knew that the minute just had deliberate. Like, I think she knew.
she had an idea, right? Didn't she say like something just didn't feel
Something ain't
right
right.
immediately? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she said that this was their first date. And of course Cliff goes on and tells her that, the guys had talked or whatever and said the whole party girl thing. And I think she has a bubbly personality. I think she has a great personality. She is an extrovert. Is that right? Extrovert. I think she's just a fun person. I think if me and her hung out, we would have a ball together because that's
Have
the
you
type of, huh?
have you met her in person? Have you met
No.
her in person?
Mm-mm.
It's intense.
Yeah, you told me. You
I
It's
told me.
think
intense.
Yeah, I think the party girl line is a nice way of what they really want to say. I think that's a nice way of saying
That they ain't really feeling her.
and that the whole sex thing I think is a turn off for them. Which is weird because it doesn't seem to be a turn off with Carmen, but I think they're
Right.
using party girl as a euphemism for you, like, that date with Donovan, and she was like, I mean, are you feeling my heat? Like, are you feeling what I'm putting down? Like, I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
again, it doesn't seem to be a problem when it's Carmen, but I ain't going. That's we already been here for 2 hours. That could be another hour conversation. But
Right.
I do think that the party girl is a euphemism for something that they really don't want to say.
yeah.
So Ty, what do you mean by intense, bro?
It's just different when she talk, like what you're seeing on screen when she talks to you, like I can see how they can get that feeling as if she is the party girl, because she literally talks to you like she can't hear you. So she's like close to you, she's staring at you like she's like waiting for your response, and you're like, man, like this is different. Like she's like we just met, but it feels like she's in your face, but it's just how she is, you know? And if you're not used to that, if you don't know her, that can be perceived, as something other than what it is. That's all. And so she's probably fighting the fact that her personality is giving her, giving them this impression that that's what it is when it may not be, or maybe it could be, but you know
Did y'all think that she thought that she was gonna be going home?
I'm sure she had an idea. This ain't her first time at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And she was coming on strong to Demetrius, basically like literally saying, I need to prove to you that I can do this and do that.
Yeah, he was like,
And
you
we're
don't
like,
gotta
nah.
prove it. He was like, you don't gotta prove it. She was like, I do.
But she really regurgitated exactly what he said was the issue, which really means that you haven't, to me, internalized it. You're just addressing. It's like if you're talking to me and I just use your exact words to reply to you, like, nah, I need you to understand what I'm saying. I don't need you to just, check the box for me, like, oh, I am that. Okay, all right, that's not how it works. So
Yeah.
I think her coming off, and the guys, we talk about it. Like, man, did she come with you with the sexual energy? Yeah, she came to me with the same thing. And then you got 8 dudes saying it's like, oh, okay, she for the streets. All right.
But like her in person and Carmen in person, it's still a sexual energy, but it's a different. It's a different sexual energy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It seems like Precious is more aggressive and Carmen is more like seducing. Like, I don't know. I get like
Seductive.
and
Oh
seductive.
my God. I can't even say what I was going to say.
Well, go ahead and say it.
Well, say it. Why can't you say it?
Because it's bad.
Well,
type it and I'll say it.
Lord have mercy.
So like, fuck it, I'll say it. So like, Precious gives, it may not be true, but Precious gives F me vibes. But Carmen gives like
make love to me vibes.
No, she gives F the shit out of me vibes.
Oh, like, wow. Like, I understand what
like
she
mean. Wants that work.
You said that before.
She wants the
but that's just the vibe. It may not like that's just
but that's the vibe, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me drink.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You're speaking facts.
Because you've met both of them, right, Ty?
Yeah, I actually just saw saw Carmen last weekend.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed from the first time I saw her.
So how did the night end, bro?
I went home, man. I went home. I think that matter of fact, the night ended with Courtney in that dress taking pictures. Oh, you missed it? Oh, okay.
Oh, I saw the dress. I definitely
we went to a different spot after. Like it was their event, so we just dropped in real quick just to say hello.
Oh, that's what's up.
And then leave, yeah. But it was, it was a lot of different people there that night.
I'm glad everybody made it home safely.
Seeing each other for the first time.
Yeah. I'm glad everybody made it home safely.
That's right, because Jay was in the chat. Yeah. I remember. Oh, that's right, because I was on live and I was like, what is
tension in the air? Yes.
Nobody got kicked.
Ain't nobody get kicked.
See?
Right.
Ain't nobody run up on nobody. But they was all there. They was all there.
Was there unspoken like attention that was palpable?
Oh, it was I like me, I love it because I'm not in it. You know what I mean? So I was loving it. Like I was getting sexually aroused because it was like,
oh wow, Jesus. I'm going back off camera now.
Really did.
No, I was telling them that. I was like, yo, like, because like
you getting it now by thinking about it.
Tyrone texted me out of the blue, guys, and was like, oh my God. I was like, what? I was like, is everybody okay? What's wrong? He was like, everybody here. I got a Woody. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Tyrone.
Yo, but just to know that anything could pop off, but it's not you. You know what I mean? It is just a room full of like random messiness, like random tension. Oh, I just felt
as my boy. I can't even
taste it. I can taste it in the air. You know what I mean?
The fact that everybody knows what get you a Woody now, I just look at the screen, bro. I'm about to put a picture.
Yo, the thing is,
put a prayer cloth over your screen, over your camera.
Right, we need a prayer cloth.
Oh man, it was good. It was a really good. I mean, it wasn't a good night for them, but it was an amazing night for me.
Tyrone went to the bathroom 3 times during the.
I saw a lot of pictures floating around though with this season and some people from our season, but it wasn't like our group, and I was like, interesting.
You said just pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically,
I was like,
I guess what Sabrina's getting at is that the women that aren't well liked from the 2 seasons are kicking it with each other.
Right.
That's not surprising.
So is there like a Brown Girls Club for this season?
Oh damn!
I don't know if it's a club.
Sugar.
Seems like it's just a person from what we're seeing.
Oh God.
You know. Yeah, seemed like it's just a person, and she seemed like she holding her own though. She good.
You know, even in Gotham, you know, they all stick together. That's all I got to
Yeah,
say.
y'all seen the pictures, right? Did y'all see the pictures on IG? Hashtag ready to love. You'll find them.
I mean, I probably scrolled past a few because I've seen pictures, but they don't lock in my memory. But I've seen them.
But you've seen like what was a popular one, like Carmen and Vern chilling, and then Carmen with the group, and then maybe Carmen and Camille.
What's
Carmen
up
and
with
Camille
that?
Huh?
Right. Go ahead and finish. You said
no. I mean, but it's public. They took pictures together.
Right.
You know, so I'm just talking about it.
And they don't know them people. That's all I can say. They don't know each other. They just take pictures.
Yeah. And I'm just being Switzerland the whole night, you know.
Yeah, with a little bit of Russia
waiting for the rounds to pop off. Yeah, waiting for the rounds to pop off.
Tyrone walking past people, pushing them into the other people.
Okay. Funny. I can see him doing that.
Yeah, the thing is like I get along with everybody. And sometimes people don't like the fact that I get along with everybody. But I'm in there like hugging up Carmen, hugging up Camille. I even, you know what?
you bet hush now. You like P.O. P.O. said the same thing. He
I mean, y'all saw the pictures, right? Y'all saw the pictures. So that means y'all saw that even Shiloh was there, right?
Oh, I didn't see those.
Yeah, I even said hello to her.
I didn't see him. You're gonna have me looking now.
You know what?
Did her and Phil interact?
I was about to say I only saw a couple. I only saw like
they're all publicly posted. All the pictures.
Wow.
I seen one side.
I did see something, and again, I didn't recognize who was in the picture, honestly, but it was Camille and Zadia and somebody else, and maybe it was Carmen, but the caption underneath said, "Glad I didn't listen to the gossip, some really cool chicks," or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was from CIAA weekend. So I was just like, oh, okay. So I didn't know if that was somebody. I mean, honestly, I didn't pay attention to see if it was somebody from the show or if it was somebody because it was under the hashtag Ready to Love. So I was like, maybe that was somebody that just ran into them CIAA and they posted it or what. I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay. And so.
Wow.
It was great.
Was this CIAA weekend or was this weekend?
It was last 3 days ago. 2 days ago.
Okay. Yeah, CIAA was the week before last. Okay. So no, this might have just been somebody that ran into them. Because a lot of people were partying in Baltimore.
Yeah, that does sound like Tina. It does sound like Tina.
It might have been Tina, yeah. Again, Tina's one of those people that every time I see her, if her hair is different, I don't recognize her. So it may very well have been Tina. I just remember that caption underneath saying, I'm paraphrasing, but something to that effect. Glad I didn't listen to other people, or glad I'm, something. And it was Zadia and Camille with her. And I was okay.
I recognize her. She got some features that stand out.
Well, as a man, I'm sure you do.
Bruh.
I'm not doing this.
Okay. I ain't doing it.
I'm not doing this.
No, I mean she's lovely. I reached out to her when I felt like she may have been going through it. I reached out to her on DM, show my support.
What do you mean felt like she was going through it? Why was she going through it?
Tina.
Right, but why do you feel like she would be going through it?
Oh, she made a post.
Oh,
I mean, I ain't trying to tell her, but she made a post trying to explain herself.
Explain herself why?
Exactly.
I don't really be on social media like that.
Exactly.
I don't think she need to explain herself about nothing.
Well, I'm also in the Facebook group. There's a large Facebook group out there.
No, I'm on that group, but I don't really be on social media. Like, yeah, I'll go on my timeline, see a couple of posts. If they pop up when I'm scrolling, pop, like. I get off. That's it.
Nah.
Go on Facebook real quick, see a couple, like. That's it, and I'm done. Like, I don't. really be on social media like that. So I don't know. Like, is she okay? I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I think she is. I hope she is. But you never know. That's why we're gonna have the mental health panel soon. Shameless plug, but go ahead.
Interesting.
Needed, bro. It's definitely needed, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, we are rolling up into 3 hours, and I appreciate everybody that's been here. I want you all to go around, and give all your handles and let people know where they can find you. Really BTV, we'll start with you.
Oh, okay. So Really BTV, you can find me on YouTube, at Really BTV, spelled just like that. Show reviews, celebrity news, pop culture, gossip, all that good stuff. So come on over, check me out, you guys. And I definitely review Ready to Love. So
Yes, she does. Tyrone.
You know I'm gonna try to be messy one more time before I leave, right?
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Because I think we're missing the preview for next week. And we seen to certain somebody getting in the bed, but we haven't confirmed who that person was.
Well, Donovan isn't in the chat anymore.
See, I didn't say no names.
I told him, I was like, Donovan, those look like your hamstrings.
I didn't see no name. I didn't say no names, Sabrina.
It was the back of his neck and his hamstrings. I think it was Donovan getting in the bed, probably with Sabrina.
Okay.
But yeah, it was quick. You gotta catch it. It was quick.
This season getting real interesting.
and we also, I mean, y'all might already know because y'all got the inside scoop, but I don't know. We'll find out what happened with Eric and Dakia. So, like I said, y'all probably already know, but I don't. So.
Oh yeah, that looked like it was real major.
Yeah, I heard about that, but his explanation didn't seem. It didn't seem like it
well,
seemed
after
weird.
last season, I'm reserving judgment until I hear what happened. I'm not going off of the hype. I'm gonna wait until I hear the story before I have an opinion.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen, he was like, I didn't come in here to hurt nobody's feelings, and I hurt her feelings, and he hangs his head, and that was it.
She reacted like it was a lot more than just hurting feelings.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah,
definitely.
That doesn't sound like it's just words. There was something else that happened.
I heard gossip, but I don't know if it's true, so I don't want to repeat it. I repeat it backstage, but I don't want to repeat it because I don't know if it's true. Okay. So yeah.
But if you don't want nobody in your presence no more, then
yeah, that looked like a woman that didn't feel safe.
Yeah, she said she was thinking about leaving the whole show.
Yeah. Ugh. Lord.
But yeah, so to answer the question, you can follow me at Ty Wilson 21 anywhere. It's public. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. I mean, not Facebook. IG, Ty Wilson 21.
All right, Jay.
I just want to make sure the women are safe. I just like that made me uncomfortable. Just like Phil's situation made me uncomfortable. Because these last 2 seasons you've had something like that, and we haven't had anything else like that before. And it just it and as a man, I don't just automatically get to the guy's side, but just as a man, if something like that, it looks like it looks, then it's just a bad, and that guy, he has to live with whatever that is for the rest of his life. So especially the next, because it's a lot. So, but anyway, all right, I digress. I'm Jay Bradley, man. So Jay Brad on, as it says right there, Jay Brad, and it's the same thing on IG, and then the YouTube channel with me and Joy is Failure to TWO Communicate. And we actually have an episode coming out Wednesday night at 8 o'clock every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So we're on episode number 3. So it's fun, man. We just laugh and have a good time and talk about relationships. We actually might talk about something that we talked about this episode. So yeah.
Okay. All right, Jay.
That is a DC thing. Listen, DC is a different kind of place. That's all I can say about that.
Facts.
I gotta get up. I'm coming up there, so I'm gonna be up there in like a month and a half. I think all y'all are coming down this month.
Okay.
Next month.
Yeah, we'll set it off. Courtney's trying to throw a pool party.
No, a boat ride.
A boat ride.
Yeah.
For all the cast, for everybody.
No, she said that's what you said. That's not what she said.
I like how Tyrone changes.
Everybody coming.
Courtney said that's what Tyrone said. That's not what she said.
Tyrone's
trying to invite everybody because he's trying to knock people into people. That's why he's trying to walk by them
and get them pushed off the yacht. Jeez.
Right.
If I see a whole bunch of people in the same area, I'm not walking by you, bro. I already know what's going on.
Stacy's gonna be up here at the end of the month, Stacy B. So we're gonna be hanging out at the end of the month.
That's the homie.
Yeah. Well, I am Jay from Another Round with Jay and Sean. You can find us there. If you have trouble, it should come up Another Round JS. Look for this logo. If not, you can always follow us on IG at Another Round _JS. You'll find us there. And we just started a new segment, Preparing for Love. And so we be having various cast members come on and we go through different topics of, our journeys on love. So Mr. J. Brad, if you ever got time,
Look, I'm following right. I just pulled it up on my computer. I'm following you. I just subscribed right now.
Good deal. Back at
you. I subscribed to the other channel as well. So I'm in.
Jay, when do you have your show come on? When does your show come on? Oh, Another Round, Jay.
Oh, we're Saturdays before. Usually Saturday before Kojo's panel because I'd be on Little Black Books panel as well, doing Ready for Love. But we usually do it about 4:30 Pacific time, so that's about 7:30 Eastern. And stuff. So yeah, around that time, if not a little sooner, it'll always be posted during the week. And then on Mondays, there'll be a couple of Monday nights because I these next 2 Saturdays is kind of filled up with family events.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Is there an episode? I've been hearing there's no episode this week.
There is no episode this week.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know why they want to drop that thing on us.
They always do that. At least 1 week, they skip a week. They just want to stretch it out.
I know, but why stretch it out now? We're gonna be over here tearing our brain up, trying to figure out what the hell happened.
I think they do that in between. No, let me stop.
In between
what?
I
feel like they did it last year at the same time. And granted, it was around the holidays when they aired it with that incident during y'all season, but
right. And then that's when we took the break where they skipped a week. But it kind of made sense because of Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like it was right around that time. So, but now it's no reason right now that they need to be taking no breaks.
Right.
I don't understand.
They want to stress me.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to click that like button on the way out. If you have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell. So every time I post a new video or I go live, you will be one of the first ones to know that I have done so. Anyway, thank you for the chat. Everybody that joined us in the chat, everybody that stuck the whole 2 hours and 57 minutes and 14 seconds with us. We love you so much. Don't forget to follow everybody that's on this panel as well. And we will catch you very, very soon, which will probably not be next Friday, but it'll definitely be very, very soon. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great night. Deuces.
Night.